Dana.
Oh. Who there?
No,
Dana. Yeah, Dana was like on it. Like as soon as you hit stream, Dana was there.
Wow.
Damn.
Dana we know or Dana we don't know? I don't know.
I don't think you've met Dana.
You have not met Dana.
No.
Doesn't surprise me. I've not met many people.
I have met Dana.
Am I the only one at the table that's not met Dana?
I haven't met Dana.
Vox
There we go.
hasn't. Diet hasn't.
I don't remember.
You
You
haven't.
have not.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say because
that makes me feel that much
there's an
better.
entire convention where I met people that I don't remember.
Dana was going to go to Colossal Con, but didn't.
That entire 12 hours?
12 hours. You guys had like a 36-hour window where you were either sleeping or too high to remember.
I remember being high though. I remember you bringing people in to laugh at us.
I remember our roommate coming in, sitting down, and he had like a burger in one hand and an alcoholic beverage in the other. He's like,
I love this show.
This is fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, that guy snorts so loud.
I didn't hear it.
Well, you heard it the first night.
Oh, Bryce?
No.
Oh, Classic I'm thinking...
No, this is the week that we said, we're going to be in Ohio. And you said, okay. And then you sent...
I never said okay!
And then you were like, where are you guys? Why aren't you at home?
I never said okay.
Hey, that's just, where are you guys?
In Ohio?
And it's funny because like I called you guys up and you were so drunk you believed me that I didn't head over to Lansing. I think.
We did not believe you.
We did not believe you.
It sounded like you did. No.
We pretended to believe you.
No.
We're convincing drunks.
Thank you for... Apparently, thank you for letting me save face.
Yeah. As soon as I hung up with you, I was like, guess who fucking drove to Lansing?
She was.
Yeah. It's hard to play that off when I literally texted, where are you?
Christ.
No, I think she turned around and said
Fucking
that to me
dog
because I was
comes out
in
of
the
right
room,
field
and then she
fucking
Snapchatted everyone
annihilates
else.
me.
Mm.
And that's when we got the drunk Snapchat from these two going, Jake and I
We're going to go to
are
Calgary for my birthday.
fantastic.
Okay.
So we're trying to get Scott and Nick to come.
And then the weird Jake tongue
When
noise.
is your birthday?
July 16th.
Oh, that'll be a good time.
I still can't believe we found a clip of you making that noise.
July 16th, we're planning a Kalahari
/ Maddie Morg's visit.
/ Maddie Morg's visit / it's my birthday and I want to get drunk on my birthday at
Jim.
Kalahari.
And it's my birthday after that.
Aw.
That's my party
Shit.
now, crying.
It's okay. It won't be convention season.
I know.
It'll just be us chilling.
The only time... The last time I was at the Kalahari, I got blackout drunk.
Oh, it'll be fine.
And actually, the last thing I remember was talking to Vox
I can't.
and your friend.
I don't get drunk.
That's the
or
last thing I
high,
remember.
Jake says.
I still
was
have
a
the
very
video.
good night.
Fucked up.
I still have the video of you in the bathtub and him sitting on the toilet having toilet therapy with you in the bathtub. It is still in my
Dude, we looked a
capsule.
little drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
A little?
It doesn't help when you put my hair down. I already look like I'm fucked up.
It was kind of amazing.
And then I had my shirt off.
My favorite is that you were in the bathtub in just swim trunks shouting roll for initiative at nobody.
What?
When you don't normally say roll for initiative anyway, because
and-
you don't do initiative.
I know! To me, that's the most confusing part.
His swim trunks were amazing though. His swim trunks were black with lobsters on them.
They're actually in our basement right
They
now.
are in our
Oh, that's where those ended up.
We discovered probably about 6 months later that we never pulled our bathing suits out of the back of my car, so they were all in that same baggie still from Colossus.
In need of a wash.
In need of a wash, yeah.
Oh, did we just get a sub?
Bailey.
It was resub.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to hear that story.
There was no one important.
Oh, it's Aiko. Hi, Aiko.
You were like, really? Sub? You're here for this?
Oh, Jake, I had a brilliant idea for a stream. You ready for this?
Oh, God.
All we're gonna do is we're gonna get like 4 or 5 of us just sit around the table and read books, and we're not gonna just
not
talk
gonna
to the
say
stream at all. We're not gonna say anything to each other. We're just gonna sit here and read for like 2 or 3 hours. I have a reasoning behind this.
Sounds like a riveting experience.
It's the only way we're gonna get you to fucking relax. Because you'll technically be streaming.
Nerdalo silent reading.
That's creative.
We just play calm music and read.
Smooth
Wow.
jazz.
That's, all right. Why don't we get going with announcements?
Yeah.
I mean, that's completely on you, GM. We were just eating, hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were all talking about, getting fucked up at the Kalahari.
I wish I could have gotten more fucked up, but I was recovering from surgery.
Surgery.
It's okay. Come do it all over again on my birthday.
All right,
I
so
won't be recovering from surgery.
announcements. First off, welcome to Tales from the Tavern. Bunch of nerds playing D&D. Actually, Andrew, could you post a could you type the world command? We are playing in my custom world of Iferon. There's a world anvil. Things are getting updated slowly. It takes time. Also, we would like to thank our sponsors. First off, Tabletop Loot. They are a fantastic supplier of dice. We have gotten numerous sets of dice from them. If you go to their website and order dice, enter the code TALESTAVERN at checkout, capital T, and get 10% off the next purchase of dice. Unless they're still going through their...
I haven't checked recently.
Yeah, they might still be going through their 10K followers on Twitter, where there's an even bigger discount. So our discount code may not matter, but still, go support them.
They're great.
Yes, they are.
Their dice are very pretty.
Next is Humble Bundle. And Andrew, would you like to take this?
Humble Bundle, they're doing a games bundle right now with a bunch of top-down strategy games.
Ooh.
They've also got Humble Monthly, which is still the same thing as last week. I believe that was Tom Clancy's The Division and Yakuza.
Okay. And we have a command with Streamlabs that gives our affiliate link to them. So if you go through that link, make a purchase, you help us, you help charity, and you get some cool shit with it. I'm trying to think if we have any other announcements.
Donation stuff.
Oh, right. So we started a new donation goal. So one of the things we started to run into an issue, and we might have problems with the future with attendance, only because Jake and Vox.
We live very far away.
Yeah, they live a bit away, and with the weather having gotten a little bit, well, I mean, it's kind of fluctuated how bad it's been, but when weather is poor or someone is too sick to show up, we want to be able to at least have one person be remote. So we have a $300 donation goal. It will allow us to upgrade the machine that we are currently using to be able to handle such a
So that we
load
don't
on it.
have an issue.
Yeah.
Like last time.
It'll fix some tech issues that we have. Right. Anything?
Also, Jake finished updating all of the character cards so they have our accurate chat names in them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
right. So yeah, for those who haven't seen it, if you see a person in chat whose handle is under the cards, which you can kind of see underneath each player, that's who you're chatting with. And
Except for him.
No.
no, I
No, it's
changed it.
updated. That's what he just said.
Good,
I,
mine.
I updated all of them.
Yep.
I was half paying attention.
I could tell.
I'm relevant. Yeah.
Trying to think if there's anything else. I'm going to give a shout out to Devin Rowe. She is currently working on the map for the world that we're playing in now. And in fact, she just posted something on Twitter that is of the continent that these nerds are playing on.
Well,
So.
excuse me. I'm going to go to Twitter really quick.
Yeah. So.
More t-shirts.
Oh, we do have some t-shirt designs on the way. As soon as we get them in and I confirm that they are good, we'll be releasing them to the store.
Oh, we have more than one?
Yeah, I actually I designed 3 of them.
Yep. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's happening.
What's everyone else's?
So we have a Nakane shirt, we have a Nerd Pride shirt, and we have a
Pargon?
we have a Pargon shirt.
Pargon.
From Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. But again, I got to confirm some things because I'm particularly worried about the Pargon shirt.
I'm going to escape downstairs because I forgot something.
Go get it.
My other drink, which I left downstairs next to the TV when I was taking my shoes off.
All right, good job.
Take this, and whoever else needs a plate downstairs as well.
I'm still munching on my salad.
Thank you.
Awesome.
No, Aiko, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to break your heart on that one.
Yeah, we do need that.
Void team shirt.
/Team Void. Or #Team Void.
I just imagine two people ballroom
Is
dancing
it this
over a
time
dead
lapse?
body.
Oh, yeah, that was just like two silhouettes of people ballroom dancing.
Over like this
Jake?
big orc.
Yeah.
Is it this time lapse?
No, the time lapse. the time lapse is of the continent of
Oh wait,
Naflia.
there it is. There it is.
Oh, sorry, Aiko.
Void.
Ace Jade says, Pargon, copyright infringement, Pargon.
I drew it myself.
No, but Aiko, the Kane t-shirt is really very pretty, and I'm really excited to wear it all the time.
Yep. But we will reveal those when they get here. Which does remind me, we do have a store where we currently have 2 shirts. There is the, I don't have a spell to fix. Have you literally been wearing that every single week?
The only reason I'm not wearing mine is because it's dirty.
I mean, at least that proves that either you don't care about wearing dirty shirts or laundry's done every week for you guys.
Yeah, we do try to stay on top of it.
I mean, I wear this every week,
I mean, yeah.
but I have no choice.
You could pack a different shirt.
I could, but
Yeah.
that takes effort.
I have never seen this Jake wear the same thing twice in a row.
Yeah, in all honesty, I'm not sure that you... I think you just buy new clothes every week.
He just throws them away.
Thank you. I actually just did laundry after my hamper started to touch the ceiling of my room, so. Not literally, but figuratively.
I say that explains a lot.
That's how I do laundry, or I just buy new clothes and never do
I
laundry.
just make a day of doing laundry. I just
Not me. I have to pay for my laundry.
Alright, so another idea is Team Void.
It's because a laundry basket's bigger than you.
That too. A half full laundry basket weighs more than I do.
It's true.
Especially right now.
Oof. Okay.
Ooh, just to be mean to Aiko, we could only... No, never mind. Or Aiko will be mean to me. I take it all back.
Hey,
Just
did I
to
ever
be
get my
nice.
non-consumable magic item that Tyler so
Not
lovingly
yet.
gave me?
I was waiting for you to come back.
Okay.
We wanted you to actually receive it this time.
Instead of just, hey, you've got one.
I know a shirt that we could get the references Ico. Just one that says disadvantage sanity saving throw on it.
pretty much.
She got Jake twice last week.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Which we still don't know what the second one was, but
Hey Jake,
I have it written down somewhere.
tieflings are intense, and it's just Hell's horns poking out of it.
That didn't happen.
The one I have is what's
You
your
don't know.
intentions.
Okay.
But that one requires me to learn to draw.
It's like you've got 2 people who sit at this table every fucking week who know how to draw.
If you design a tent with 2 tiefling horns sticking out of
Did you
it.
see my attempt at animating?
The door.
Yes, I remember
That
seeing
was
that.
beautiful, wasn't it?
It's supposed to swing open so it slides magically apart and phases into another reality.
I want to see it.
So it's
Is it
so
randomly
it
transmuting materials that it's made out of?
so it's
Like,
Alduin
that's my mental
opening a
state
door.
every day.
Got it.
It's magical. No, he just busted the door down.
Yeah, no, that would just be a fireball.
Yeah.
Force ball.
Ooh, we're a mess this week again.
Yeah, we definitely are.
When are we ever organized?
No, I just mean we've got the chats today.
There it is.
All right.
Oh my, what the fuck?
The door was supposed to swing open, and that is not what that's doing.
Yeah, it's
Why
not
did-
supposed to slide either.
What
Fox
the hell
hasn't
is...
seen
I
it.
can understand why it's doing this. Why is it doing that?
Okay, so we're going to move on to the recap. So
Oh yes, we should probably do that.
yeah, because we haven't described what happened.
It's a good first
Good
attempt.
try, buddy.
When the tweens are just right.
All right, so last week on Tales from the Tavern, our crew cleaned up the mess that was at Randall Simikin's home.
By that, we cleaned up Randall Simikin.
I mean, no, you didn't really clean up Randall Simikin. You just kind of left him there.
No,
I mean, there's gonna be
the
nothing
ghoul
left.
will finish him
He's
off.
pretty
The
clean.
ghoul died too.
Oh.
Yeah,
I killed
Nakane waited until after she was done killing him.
If you think
Oh,
about
and
it.
he also burned the house down. So
Yeah,
it's
what we
clean.
didn't steal from his vault is going to get burned in the fire.
Oh
so.
God, I've got to update the map of another burnt down building.
That's
That's
3.
It'll be
No.
This one was that one died?
No.
4.
It's not
5.
3.
Yeah, this one was dying.
That's what was mine.
We're at.
Yeah.
I think we're at 5
We're
buildings that have burnt down.
Well, there's the one I burnt down.
There's-
Okay, that one didn't burn down. We got the fire put out before
Okay.
like, the entire
Okay,
building went down.
it's still caught on fire.
there's
one
the apartment, the
did.
warehouse,
I mean, the
The
building.
brothel.
The
the
brothel.
brothel.
How old was Karen?
I mean, the building I burned down is gonna be under ice, probably.
In Randall's house. Sorry,
Four.
four.
We're only to 4.
I swear there was a 5th.
We've got 2 more buildings to go before there's one for each
Yeah, no,
player.
there,
old was
Arona's only burnt one down.
5 or 8?
Okay.
5.
5? Okay.
Okay.
I thought it,
It was
six.
originally 8, but you told me you moved it back to 5 for some reason that you didn't tell
Yeah,
me.
you wouldn't tell why. You had a reason though.
For what?
Yeah, I remember what that reason is now, and I can't tell any of you.
Oh, because of the.
Yes. Are we in the Bureau of Balance now? What's happening? That was an Adventure
Oh my-
Zone reference,
oh
but
my
none
God.
of you listened to the Adventure Zone.
No,
I got,
they
I
do,
got that
actually.
reference.
Do you? Good.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
All right, so
I'm not alone.
I just don't have the time.
another building got burnt to the ground. Randall Simickin's
Oh,
home,
fair enough.
after they completely looted the place.
No,
They
we could have looted much more.
I live
Yeah, I
3
know.
minutes away from my home.
In the shower.
Oh,
5 minutes.
oh,
Okay.
I listen to podcasts in the shower. Okay.
let me get through the recap, and then you can go back to
Okay.
chatting.
I actually need to listen to the recap.
All right, so Randall Simickin's home got burnt to the ground after various amounts of looting,
You didn't need it.
and then Alduin and Farron decided to go to the local bank.
Ocean 11 style.
It's Lakes 2.
Yeah,
I
I
thought,
thought it was
Oh, Lakes 3. Sorry, we included.
was it Puddles too?
it was Puddles 1
Puddles 1.
at
Yeah, we-
first, and then it was Lakes 2.
Yeah, like.
Lakes 3 because we got help from
Yeah.
our bard.
Oh, one casting of seeming, and that was it.
Surprisingly well done.
Yes,
Yeah, you still got another like 60 hours of that
Oh,
left.
shit.
Get real used to.
it was 80 hours for that.
80 fucking hours. Thank you, Ike.
The other one you had is 60 hours, and you don't know what it is
Still
yet.
don't know what it is.
All right. So they did end up successfully robbing the bank and getting everything out of Randall Simickin's account there. They discovered that Alduin had an account there after 600 years.
Something like
Yes.
So they're not really
that.
sure.
700 because it was older than him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. So 700, a 700-year-old account in there, where they found 1,000. Yeah. Did I say 1,000 platinum pieces?
You didn't tell us what was from whose account.
I know, but I'm just saying what you
Yeah,
ended
yeah,
up
yeah.
getting out of Alduin's account, which
Oh,
And
was
that's-
the rope.
And magic rope.
it was a magical rope. It was a rope of climbing. Some additional documents that kind of showed more of the shady side of
Simickin.
Randall Simickin's businesses, and 1,000 platinum pieces.
Did we, ever,
Platinum's already gone.
did we ever find out if there's like
We paid off the house.
magical interest or there's bank interest?
You never asked.
Because if
never
you had an
found
account
out.
for 700 years, I feel like all that 1,000 platinum.
See,
That was really what the interest was. He just had 1 copper in there, and over the 700 years.
I was gonna say he opened the account and never put anything in it.
That sounds like something he would do.
Yeah, true.
Or he opened the account knowing the heist would happen in the future.
I might need it later.
He opened the account, put in 1 silver piece, and said, "That's for my son's education."
All right.
At some point.
That sounds like him.
Shoot. I'm kind of blank on what the rest of the party was doing during Lakes
I was
3.
I was on talking with Maria and
Yep.
buying the ink.
Yes.
all
Oh,
happened.
that's right. You guys went to visit Orva the night before everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Where he ended up instructing you, hey, I need one more day. You guys had an evening of
Drinking.
Revelry.
cuddling.
And then
It was my birthday.
Yes.
yeah, great birthday.
Yeah, sure. We can call that cuddling. Might have been cuddling
We did a little,
afterwards.
fetch quest for him too.
Oh, you got kicked out of the tent.
Yes.
You're being a
Yeah.
smartass.
Oh,
Yeah, you were.
sounds fair.
That's why I sent you that message
I-
and said, Tell and Nakane are cuddling on the floor.
I tried my best to roleplay Tell to the best of my abilities.
It was really good.
He is a smartass.
Kahala is here.
My
Yes.
precious bear.
The next day, Cullumit came back, a bit in a panic,
Of course.
as after Myth and Maria went to the town square to pick up the last materials for Orva, The fountain shattered, and the 12-foot-tall armored skeleton man with 2 long swords covered in ice came walking out and started freezing townfolk.
Oh, we found the captain of the guard.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
he was
He's an
embedded.
ice sculpture.
He was embedded inside of the back of an ice golem.
Thank God we
well,
didn't
that's
listen to
good.
Finn.
The little ice gremlin goblin things started pouring out of the sewers and attacking the city as well. Everyone rushed back to the Whitehaven Castle, where they met up with Orva, and they were teleported to Kruvashire. And that is where we start tonight's session.
Yay.
I believe we're freshly rested right now as well. Except for me, I have nothing right now.
Yes, because you stood in the middle of town and just blew all your spells.
Yep. He was trying real hard.
I was trying real hard to get a wild magic surge, and I got 1.
Oh
That was the
God.
wrong one.
No.
What was it? It was like get some spells back or something?
No, he was trying to disappear and reappear,
No,
Yeah, I think he ended up getting one that was,
Forward
like,
in
half the
time.
spell back.
but that's not how his time travel works.
It sure doesn't, but it's worth a shot.
So,
Oh, did you figure out the NPCs that I kidnapped,
Nope.
saved?
not at all.
Okay. There are four strangers with us right now.
Yes. All right. So, Orva's spell goes off, and all of you find yourself in the middle of a similar-looking castle room. There is a teleportation circle at your feet, and there is a shocked-looking pair of guards who are now in this room, and they're just, oh, oh,
Yeah.
ah!
Uh-huh.
That's how
Yep.
we feel.
You should have seen all the ice.
Wait, we don't even have a giant monkey with us. Why are they screaming?
Ice?
Why are they screaming?
Yeah.
It's a teleportation show.
Oh wait, you're not a giant monkey?
No.
No,
Oh, right.
I would have been.
What are they scared about?
we couldn't get the giant monkey inside.
Oh,
Yeah, she had a transport back.
oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So they're just like, oh, help. Where are you coming from?
Southern Sphere.
There's
A block of ice.
a
basically.
situation.
Yeah.
Winter Point.
Oh,
What's a good way to put it? Apocalyptic?
At this point, I'm
Yeah.
assuming these 4 randoms are just freaking out.
yeah. One lady kind of collapses to the ground and just kind of starts shouting.
She was over it.
What?
Is she saying you grabbed me, not my son?
Oh boy.
Listen,
You're not sure.
whoever I could reach.
Yeah, she's only a freaking country away. He's only a freaking country away now.
But yeah, so the one guard who started speaking is it's human guard. He's kind of got short brown hair. Just
There was a demon.
hold,
Two?
hold,
2.
It's like an apocalypse except with fire. And
hold on, just a moment. Start from the beginning.
Although we don't have near enough time for
Yeah.
And that coming from me, that's saying something.
Okay.
All right. There was a demon. It burst out of the sewers. The sheet of ice demon flew from the Serpent Strip to the Southern Sphere in approximately 2 to 3 days.
Really
And
fast.
the bay is frozen. And the buildings were starting to be covered in ice. There are a bunch of small demons killing people.
Tons of people.
Like ice goblin thing.
I don't know
Imps.
what other beginning you want from
Imps.
us.
Yeah. They came from the sewers and just kind of overtook the rest
Somebody
of the town.
get Trevor.
You know, they were
Is he
already
magical?
Oh. You know, that's a good
Magical
point.
trap.
We're a bit further north from there, so they might not have had news of any kind of evacuation because they were walking for the most part.
We told them way ahead of time, so.
Well, Orva had been evacuating people, so they should.
Was he evacuating them here, though?
that's a good point.
Kruvashire is one of many towns. It is more likely that out of all the towns,
People went to other towns, better towns.
yes, more than likely the most common place they would have been sent is
City of
to
Gold.
the City of Gold or the Heartland. Or the City of Heartland.
Just anywhere out of the Southern Sphere.
Yes.
North. How far north? City
Yeah.
Gold.
All the way.
So yeah, you guys are on the exact opposite
Yeah.
side of the continent.
All continent, no country.
Yeah, we went cross country real fast.
Nice.
Yes. So, to give an idea, for all of you. You guys were down here. You guys are now up here.
Very far away.
Yeah, we went.
Oh, I'm still wearing that beast mask thing.
Can I get a look
Are
at
you
that real quick?
disguised as a beast?
Yes,
then?
actually, this one's your guys'.
Oh.
I don't know where mine is.
I'm wearing that.
Mine has other notes.
So we're
You're in
Yes, sir.
Kruvashire.
As an action? Oh. Don't you have animal friendship?
Yes.
And if people want to follow
That
along with
means
that,
I'm
there is a map on the world anvil.
But I'm wearing
Did
a
you
wooden
fix
mask.
the
yeah.
link from the site to the World Anvil?
You can't really tell.
Probably not.
East.
I
You
forgot
can't
to do
point
that.
Any specific east.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So one of them shouts, "Someone get Trevor!"
What the hell is Trevor gonna do?
He's gonna be magical.
He's gonna know things.
Yeah, he'll save the day.
Treasures the
I
conclave
think you and I are
wizard.
the only ones who get that reference.
Okay.
Tragic Trevor.
Is he gonna help? Where is he gonna help the Southern Spear?
Flynn.
I
I
don't.
just want to see Trevor save the day.
From the sounds of it, no. But he will at least have a much better idea of what's going on than us.
I mean,
Sure.
wasn't Orva with us?
No.
No.
No, that's right. He didn't go with us.
Yeah.
Group.
It's probably fine.
I mean, he's either fine or he's frozen in a block of ice.
One or the other. Yeah. It's probably fine.
It'd be really nice if he was here.
He wouldn't be that stupid if he could teleport other people, but not himself.
So after a short while, you see another human end up entering into this hall. He's got green robes on, some stubble. None of it. It looks patchy at best. He actually looks fairly young for most wizards. And interesting. Oh, what am I here for? Somebody called me. What's going on?
Almighty
you want me to
Trevor.
sum it up a little bit faster. 2 ice demons attack Southern Spear. We got teleportation circled here. Southern Spear is currently a block of ice. The bay is currently a block of ice.
By Orva.
Oh,
Not Orva doing the ice. Orva took us here.
oh,
Also, how
No.
far away?
is
Let me speak.
did Orva come? Orva's not here. Ah, shit.
Yeah, that's our thought.
Yep.
I need a drink.
The council will probably need to end up hearing about this.
Oh.
Well,
Called the council.
well,
They're too busy killing all those people in the Southern Spear. How far away is Rivertown?
River 10 is about 3 days east of here.
In a certain direction away from here 3 days.
But you are going to want to find a caravan to take you. It is unwise to travel in small groups.
Sure. Hey, it's even farther north, so it would be safer from the ice dragon thing.
East.
We're going east.
Not
Map.
north.
Yes. Right.
All right.
Still, it's a little bit farther north.
I appreciate the information. This sounds.
Bad.
Yes. That is a word for it.
Could be worse.
No, it couldn't.
It was able to travel
Could've
from the
been fired.
Wanding
You made it
City to
out.
the Southern
You
Spear
could've been
in a matter of days.
Hypothermia is nicer than
Interesting.
burning alive.
We will definitely
a
have to
desert.
inform some of the other
So they'll,
city
you know,
wizards.
Is anyone dying with thirst?
Anyway, if
At least it'll be cooled off.
if it helps, there is a nearby inn and tavern called the Wandless Wizard.
Oh, that's not my kind
I
of
remember
place.
that.
It's a small place, but
The wonderful
they're
wizard.
Yeah,
They're very common.
gestures to his side.
It's named that because the innkeeper is a wizard who doesn't use a wand.
Poor bastard.
He runs a tavern.
It sounds like a deja vu.
His cooking is quite excellent, so I do recommend the Wandless Wizard.
Does Turva still run it?
Yes, Turva does.
You're welcome.
Are these 4 people still panicking?
Yeah,
They
well,
calm the hell down now.
so, the lady stopped screaming so much, but now she's kind of,
In shock.
yeah.
I think I've got common
How are the
emotions.
other, 3 people reacting? Are they all just also in the same Same boat.
They did just have their entire city
They're
get on ice, get kidnapped by a gorilla, and
Two-
get teleported.
two
across
of them
the
kind of
ocean.
have like that 1,000-yard stare, just kind of like trying to piece together.
Shock. It's called
Yeah,
shock.
yeah.
You know,
I was trying to fucking describe it besides just saying, and this person has shock, and this person has shock, and you have shock!
I have shock.
everything I have for calming people down is for animals, except for Gaius. Or confusion, which I probably shouldn't use on them.
Or
I have
pot.
sleep.
Hmm?
I have sleep.
I think they'll be okay. I
I
just think they need
spongy.
magical intervention.
You know what I do have? A backhand.
You do. And I
You
have a
can't just
front
walk
hand.
around smacking
I
people,
would-
Not
Aaron.
just slap refugees.
Yes, you can.
One of the refugees goes, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't slap any of us.
See, if the talk of
Do
it is
you
making you
have-
calm down some more, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's making me calm right now!
Do you have means to put yourselves up in an inn? Let's start with the immediate.
Kind of pads around at himself, pulls out a small... Maybe for a few days, but I don't know where I'm going to go from here.
Hey, think about
I'm
it
going
as
to
a clean slate.
give each of them 100 gold.
Oh, well, there goes. I was the one who was going to give me money, but whatever. I don't need to do that anymore.
Mother Mary over here.
I did kind of kidnap these people.
True.
Well,
It-
you did save their life too. bro.
If it is helpful, there is a local temple of Werno nearby that I'm sure they would be would be happy to take you in for a while.
I should talk with that prick.
Which prick?
Where now?
Leave her alone.
Which one was it that I went to talk to and all the trees died?
that was a temple to Werno.
Oh, I
Yeah, it was a weretick tree.
Yuck.
We're off to see where no.
Maybe
we're
we
going
don't go
curse
to
her
the
out.
Temple of Werno and bring your death aura with you.
And for wow, actually only 3 of the characters here. You guys have actually had physical interactions with Werno.
Wait, isn't your what's her face here?
Is
Maria?
that the
Maria.
one
Yes,
I've been
Maria's
touched by?
here.
Is that the one I got fucked with?
Yeah.
She's the goddess of time and
Yeah,
earth.
yeah.
The
That's
one that we keep
fucked me
going,
up.
shh,
What's Maria
don't
doing?
listen to him, he's crazy.
Maria's just kind of
That's you.
silent.
Taking it in stride.
Yep.
Oh, we've got Auburn.
Yeah, she's kind of she looks like she's mentally checked out, but she's not in shock. She's had a rough week.
She's zoned out.
She's just letting
Yes,
this happen.
she's zoned out.
This may as well happen.
You can almost hear the gears turning in her head as she's trying to figure out what's going to happen next.
Hey, Nakane. Want to go have a drink?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go have.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
I looked to one of the guards. What's a seedier bar?
Do
They
I
kind of look at each other.
Your guards. I know you go have drinks after work. Like,
We don't go to that kind of place. There's not too
I
many.
don't want there
taverns.
to be
Let's just go to the wandless.
naked people running about. But
Let's just
like,
go to the wandless
Are you
wizard
sure?
and get our bearings,
Shut up, Tell.
and we will go from there.
I
I can
mean,
see what's been going on in the area. I've been gone for a while.
this is a smaller town. There's like 3 taverns in town.
Nakane, I was
You're from here.
talking you and I
No,
going to
I'm
get
from the City
drinks.
of Gold, but it's
Like right next door.
The last time I went and got drinks
Not
with
quite.
you, a
show
fireball
you.
went off.
That's a good point.
so.
On my word as a
We're here
wizard,
at Kirbyshire.
there will be no
City
fireballs
Gold's there.
from me.
It wasn't from you in the first
You seem
place.
like you're normal.
We're not going to talk about that.
For
Anyways,
about
drink,
40
yes, no?
years, my
Nope,
little
drink.
friend I went through.
Yes,
the
I just
Heartlands.
locked my entire
Oh,
home.
so you're
Let's
aware
go.
of this general area. So this was like
Alright,
more of an experience for you.
so I'm gonna find somewhere that the rest of the party is not going to go have drinks with Nakane.
In this area.
All right. So you're going to end up going
As you do.
to the Salted Cod.
The salted
This-
cod.
That is a name.
Welcome to
I'm gonna go hang out
Here.
with Turva.
Population need.
Population, Nagane, and Tell, but quieter.
So to give you an idea of the town, as you
Tell is just always sad.
As
Two
you
tieflings at once for these people.
as you guys leave this fortress, it is not nearly as elaborate as the one in the Southern Spear. It is a much smaller building, and it doesn't have a moat around it, or a secondary set of walls. It more or less is just a large stone building kind of planted in the center of town. The town, you are noticing that since you got here, you guys got fairly used to the scent of salt water coming from the ocean in the Southern Spear. It is also much less dry here. Nakane, you are probably the most uncomfortable here.
Absolutely.
You might even, like, it might be a little chilly to you, even with your armor on.
No, the humidity. She's like, why does my skin feel wrong?
Why is my hair going?
It's okay, but just
Even though it's in a braid.
Parents here are like, yes, this is much closer.
It's like,
more than a cat with a human face.
Yeah, so, you guys
I don't want either.
you guys can see the outer wall, and the outer wall kind of ends at the edge of the lake, which is Blindalk Lake. There's several docks by there, and there's even, you can see, like, there's actually a large boat parked in, or docked in, whatever, boat terms.
Right.
The Salted Cod is much closer to where the docks are, as this is kind of the fishing region of the town.
That's where the fishermen hang out.
Yes.
That's a good bar to go to.
Sure. Who here's heading to the what's it, the Wandless?
Everyone else.
All right, cool.
Literally everyone else.
Sad Gay Club.
I think that everybody else is going to the Wandless Wizard, so it'll just depend on if you want to be with us or with Nikane and Elduin. It sounds like they're gonna start planning something.
The Wandless Wizard is more towards the center of town, where there's a few other businesses that
Oh, my markers.
have a permanent setup here. This town is, just from walking in, you can tell that this town is definitely for travelers, as there are several inns that are not taverns. The Wandless Wizard happens to be one that is both. It is also one of the bigger buildings that are in the market square.
Ooh, regal.
You can tell that it gets a lot of business.
I'm going to the Wandless Wizard.
All right, so who's going where?
I think we're splitting into two. Me and Nakane to the Salted Cod,
Salted
and
Cod.
everyone else to the Wandless Wizard.
Yeah.
All right. So, the group going into the Wandless Wizard, we're going to deal with you guys first.
Yeah.
So, you guys enter, and the first scents that come over you are of, like, freshly baked bread. There's a slight, there's another sweet scent sort of mixed in with it. And along the walls, there's various types of fabric just kind of hung up to make the place look nice. And there's a few magical crystals that are kind of dangling from the ceiling that are lighting up the room. And behind the bar, you see this elven man, which I totally have a description for.
Yep. You're pulling that description up right now with your brain.
Yes. The elf has long blonde hair, and you can tell that he's a high elf. His eyes are kind of almost like a golden color, and he is dressed not in robes, but it's I'm trying to think. It's almost like the blouse that men wear.
Mm-hmm.
And his clothes look fairly fancy, but it's not quite the nobleman.
He's a
Extravagant.
well-to-do tavern owner.
Yeah.
Yes. And you see kind of near him there are some mugs kind of levitating, and they're being washed with cloths. They just seem to be suspended in animation. There's several groups of individuals that are actually within this tavern, all kind of seated in various places. This is not a rowdy place. A lot of them seem to be enjoying a meal with some wine. Some of them have a few ales. There's one dwarf who's sitting at the front with a big tankard of ale, drinking. but doesn't quite seem to be inebriated yet.
Just drinking by himself.
He appears to
Albert
be.
and Maria are probably with us then.
Yep.
Yes.
As if
One way?
Myth would let Maria
What?
go somewhere shady.
Oh, yeah. Hour.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna walk up to the bar. Whatever else is done.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar. Because I don't know that Turva would remember her, but she'd remember him.
Are there
Oh, you remember this guy?
like
Oh.
like barmaids servicing
Stay
tables,
here,
or is it like a bar exclusive?
So
type?
there are some barmaids that are serving tables. There's even
Let me chat him up.
and I don't know what you're doing, but I can hear it.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I was like,
That was
looking around.
strange. for this.
I can make weird noises, okay?
Yeah, and you
Thank
shouldn't.
you.
There is there a masculine version of barmaid?
I mean, yeah, just like
Okay.
servers.
Okay, yeah.
A waiter.
A waiter,
bartender.
same guy.
A bar lad.
Bar boy.
But bartender can be female too.
That's the point.
Checking out the bar.
It's gender neutral and it can describe both of them.
Okay. Well,
Gonna be called the Iron Bar Maid.
Are there booths? Is there a booth section? Is there one that is tucked into a corner where no one else is?
yes.
Tell goes there
All right.
with this bird.
All right. Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Hi there. Does your water cost anything?
Few copper. We have to fetch it because we
That's right.
can't get it from the river.
Milk? A liquid that doesn't cost money?
Do you
No,
need money?
this is a business. We don't
I'll just
do
peel
things
it
for
now, it's
free.
fine. Hi there.
Hello.
We're sent here because we came here from the Southern Spear.
Wow. Come a long ways.
In an instant.
No. Still, it's quite a ways to travel.
For sure. We're told here to, that you would be able to help us catch our bearings, or the wandless wizard would be able to.
The wandless wizard is the business,
Okay.
and I am the wizard of it.
Ah.
But how can I help you?
Well, like there's the wandless wizard, and then there's the wandless wizard, because you don't use a wand, right?
You can
That
slap
is
him.
correct.
Feel free.
I'm standing a little bit away from everybody else. I'm just gonna swing in after. I'm not associated with these people right now.
That's why
Anyway,
Tell is in the
is there something I can help you with?
How are you a wizard if you don't use a wand?
Flynn, is there a drink you want?
Yes. I told you I was thirsty.
Just gonna put 5 gold on the table for him.
How much milk does that buy me?
As
A
much as you
lot.
need tonight.
Keep 'em going. I'll shut up.
All right.
Now just sit
and
down
he's actually
in
going
the
to
corner
motion to
and drink
one.
your milk.
He's gonna
I go over by Tell.
he's gonna motion to one of the barmaids to kind of bring
I'm
over.
gonna hang out and check
mugs
out your
of milk.
bird.
Yeah.
How's Carly doing?
Spent 5 gold to get him milk.
And can I help you? And in all honesty, that 5 gold will at least get you a few drinks as well.
Yeah, but they really wouldn't do much. You don't have a thing against smoking in here, do you?
Oh no, not at all. Just don't burn the place down.
I have
there
yet to
something
burn a
done?
place down.
Wait, say that again.
I have yet to burn a place down.
All right, that's good. Most people do not have a history of arson, so I just say that because of the dressings I have on the wall.
They are very nice.
Thank you. I picked them out myself.
The person who we travel with that does have a history of arson isn't here, so that's good.
I have history.
Oh, all right.
It's only accidental.
That's good.
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Are you talking about me?
I'm glad
No,
they're not.
well, I mean, technically both of you.
I'm glad they're not mentioning. You're not mentioning the one that did it on
Andrew.
purpose.
We leave
Half
for like
the
2
party
seconds.
is Boston.
Anyway, is there something specific I can get you?
Food wouldn't be bad.
All right.
Yeah, no. What do you have?
The meals, we have quite a bit of food. In fact, actually, the way that food is prepared, more or less, I just need to know what you would like.
Oh shit, fruit,
Absolutely.
fruits and meats, and that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
Great, and I have more gold if you need that.
2 gold will suffice.
Sweet.
Is it just for you, or is it for the rest of your friends?
You should probably get some for him and
Like that.
her.
How dare you call me out when I'm pointedly trying to act like I don't?
That's exactly the reason he calls you out. Yeah. 4 people? 4 people.
That 2 gold will suffice
It's
for
a
that.
30-foot AoE. The building would have caught fire.
I'll put that on the table over to him.
Just fruits and meats?
Yeah. Bread too probably would be useful.
Not at all.
Sweet.
That'll be fine. Is there any drink that you would like?
Drink. Just drink.
Water.
Very well.
Yeah. And
The barmaid will bring it over to where your friends are.
sweet.
And for you, Mad,
Well, I was hoping to chat for a while. It's been a while since I've been in town, Turva.
oh, I'm sorry. I see a lot of faces in here.
I know, and I'm not here with Bethel, and she's the one that tends to draw the attention.
Ah, Bethel. Okay, I think I'm getting a little bit more of a memory. It has been a while since we have spoken, but
It's been a few years since I've been in the area.
indeed, it's not often that you come across a tiefling.
Yeah. There are 2 that I'm traveling with, so don't be alarmed.
Oh, well, don't draw attention to yourselves.
That
That's me.
may be easier said than done, given the nature of the people that I've been traveling with.
Well, as long as you don't cause trouble, you are welcome here.
A big ass tiefling with a huge fucking bird of prey on his shoulder.
Draw attention.
Very subtle.
You should be a
Bird,
rogue.
at least.
I should.
You can't see me.
Pants
can't
that tight,
see.
you'd never make a sound.
Or you do nothing but make sound.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that there's been some trouble in Rivertown lately. Have you heard anything about that?
There is always trouble in Rivertown.
That's fair.
But there has been rumor that all of the children in town have disappeared.
That's the same one I heard.
And your friend said you came from the Southern Spear.
Yes, there's...
Wow, word travels fast then.
Sure does. Yeah, the contact in question knew that I was familiar with the area and that it might interest me.
All right.
The god.
Well, there's usually something wrong with Rivertown since magic is pretty much non-existent there.
Yes.
But that is the only most recent thing that stands out.
Well, I don't want to cause you alarm, but there is a situation in the Southern Spear, some trouble with an ice demon.
In the desert? That's,
Strange.
yes.
That's part of how we got here so quickly.
Oh, I see. Well, feel free to stay. If you and your friends need a room for the night,
Yes, if I could get 6 rooms.
6 rooms? Just for the
No.
night,
Wait, Maria, Oliver. 8 rooms.
8 rooms?
Damn.
They are going to be about 5 silver a night. So 4 gold?
Let's just start with for the night, and we'll see what.
Of course. I will have one of the when your friend's food gets delivered, I will make sure that you receive your keys.
Thank you. And if the other 2 haven't turned up, I'll let you know what they look like and their names so that they can get sorted.
All right. Well, is there anything that you would like to drink, or?
I'm okay. For some reason, my tolerance seems to be higher than I remember lately. Even though I would like a drink,
That, well,
given the situation.
some do not always drink to get drunk. Some drink to enjoy the flavor.
I, honestly, after the events of tonight, I would rather be drunk.
That is quite understandable, and I am sorry that I have nothing to help you.
That's alright.
We do have some dwarven drinks that are a bit stronger, if that is something you may be interested in.
On second thought, is there any of that halfling wine?
Halfling Hellfire?
No, the wine, the fruit wine.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Yes, I have some. It's much easier to get around these parts than the
Yes.
Southern Spear.
I miss it. I could have a glass.
Oh, a glass? It'll be about 3 silver.
All right, thank you.
All
And
right.
she'll just give him a gold and say if I need another, then
And he's just going to pour it right there. Hand it to you.
thank you.
All right.
And she'll head to the table.
Okay.
love.
For any of you who are kind of watching him, you see him turn around to kind of like this back counter area. He kind of pulls open a book, flips through, and he begins. You see some hand motions and him saying a few incantations, and you suddenly see food just kind of appear onto the table. And he begins going through it and kind of separating it out and does a few preparations for some things. You see him take the meats and start to cook them on a nearby fire that he has.
I think I know the smell.
Farron's like,
And then not long after, a barmaid will bring this plate with fruits, bread, meats, and a few drinks.
so how much did you base his cooking off of Monster Hunter World?
None at all.
Because this sounds very much like
No,
that place.
so he is actually a subclass of wizard that I
the
created. This is the culinary school of magic.
Okay.
Oh.
That's the way that you worded that. I'm just thinking of the Meowscular Chef.
No, you didn't start
really
hearing
see
music in the background and like 6 other cats suddenly jump in. All right. So we will get to your discussion in just a minute. I want to get these other 2 set up now. You begin walking through town, and you can smell the fresh air coming off of Blindalk Lake. It's a nice cool breeze. Nakane, for you, it might be a little
Yep.
chillier.
Yep.
But eventually you make it through the town. I'm guessing you're asking around for a place. One of the fishermen will kind of direct you towards the Salty Cod. And inside, it is not a very glamorous building. So it's a flat wooden room. The most that you see is it looks like there are mounted like fish on the walls. Some of them are quite impressive. And sitting behind the counter, there is an older dwarf. He's kind of got like a salt and pepper beard. He has some reading spectacles, and he looks like he's trying to read a book. But you can tell it's not a very long book.
Does it have pictures in it?
Yes. And he hears, there's also, within this tavern, as you walk in, you kind of smell the salt, as it seems this is a place that, there's a lot of fish, and that seems to be the main meal that is served here. And they like to salt their fish quite a bit. There's several fishermen kind of sitting off around tables. Some of them, 1 or 2 are up at the bar just kind of drinking and telling some fishing stories.
My fish was this big stories.
But
Oh, you'd
my
never-
fish.
Oh, you'd never imagine. It must have been the biggest fish in my life. It was on the end of the line, but unfortunately, Jimmy couldn't help me in time and pulled the rod right out of my hand.
I swear to Sele, I would have sunk the boat if I would have been able to hold on any longer.
Why does it sound like we're in Skyrim all of a sudden?
I was thinking Ireland, but whatever.
So,
Derbyshire is just
I'm
Ireland.
gonna go up and grab a couple ales.
I was going to say, 3 copper.
He's not going to say you're new.
I give him 5 silver because that's what I have.
That pays for a few drinks for you.
Excellent. All right, let's go find a spot to sit in.
Okay.
Go find like a corner spot away from
Yeah, there's
prying ears.
there's a round table that kind of seems haphazardly shoved in the corner. Like it's it's a round table shoved into the
corner.
corner. So there's two chairs kind of nearby.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down at the table. Pass Nail over to Nakane.
Thank.
So, how you feeling after the whole Southern Spear deal?
I could be better.
I bet.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole snake myth thing.
Yep.
Sniff.
I got prop.
Speaking of snake myth,
Yes.
we're kind of out of paths to take.
I spoke to somebody about that.
Oh?
I have contacts. There is a way to fix it. I don't
my
know how to do it myself because the magic is out of my reach. However, and Jake, feel free to correct me if I misword this, please, for the love of Thanatos.
Yep.
From what my contact said, there are ways to fix the blessing. One of them of which is by possibly transferring Myth's soul into a new body. Is that correct?
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's the short version.
Just short.
And I don't suppose they told you how to do that?
Did not get that far. My contact is a very busy lady. Not one that I can really go into detail in public.
Right. So, I don't know if you know this, but I read a lot of books.
Yeah, you've got one that I need you to do research on.
Well, part of that is typically when I do research, I have a very large library at hand, and we haven't really calmed down enough for me to go sit in a library. And if I need to research several different things, it's going to take me a bit.
Alright.
So I was thinking of leaving and going to the City of Gold while you went on to Rivertan.
What would you want to research?
First of all, we need to research the myth ideas. I've got a couple other ideas of my own.
It doesn't involve murder here.
I'm enjoying the panic of Bailey at the end of the table right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail. But...
I've got a couple ideas of my own that may be able to help me with. There's also the matter of me researching the ice demons, and also talking with a few other people. Basically, I need to look into a lot of things. I need to research your book. There's a lot I need to do.
If you open that book and dig enough, somebody from my organization will find you.
Official?
I will give you warning because me digging into my father's history is how they found me.
So, would you be able to write me
I can let them
a letter
know.
of recommendation? Basically,
Jake, help me out here with that.
maybe like some sort of like a crest that she can leave with me.
Don't kill this guy. He's with us.
Yeah.
It is possible, but you would need to find one of the seals.
Okay.
So you could write a letter and have it wax sealed, but you would need a specific seal to do so for it to be recognizable.
Okay.
And that is not something that you've had on hand for a little while.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, now that you're recalling it, the last place you remember it being was in your apartment.
I had in my possession at one point something that could help you with that. However, the last place I remember it being was in my apartment. And then there was a lot of fire and screaming and me being extremely a lot more depressed than I am. Just a little less depressed than I am now.
I got him. So, basically, it comes down to
I need a new seal for me to be able to safely get you where you need to go.
Alternatively,
Don't touch that book for a while.
there's that. I could also, because fixing myth might require some sort of necromancy,
Mm-hmm.
it may be advisable for me to get recognized as a necromancer through the church.
Probably would be a good idea. To do the registration process. Is that something Nakane would know, or
You don't know the full process of it because you never had to go through it.
yeah,
You know what the end certification looks like.
yeah. I can't help you with that. That is with the necromancy thing. That's not what I
I'm
had to do.
sure-
They found me.
I'm sure I can figure out what I need to do. Alternatively, I can have them dig into their records, and chances are I'm probably already recognized. Because I found out I apparently had a 700-year-old bank account in the Southern Spear.
I know you jump around in time a lot, but I don't think that's 700 years. Oh, for Teb's sake.
Yeah, tell me about it. So, I'm going to be gone for a while. Not only is it going to take me a minute to get to the City of Gold,
Maybe roughly, from what I see on the map, we're like, what, maybe a month?
Somewhere around there.
I may just end up paying for a teleportation circle. Apparently, they've got that here because Trevor is here to receive people with the teleportation circle, so he might be able to send people out.
Real quick question, Jake. Would Nakani know how to get a new seal? Like, hey, my apartment burned down with the seal inside.
You would have to contact the organization.
Okay.
The slight issue you're having is that you are in an unfamiliar town,
Yeah.
so you would have to find someone who is related to it, which is a task in its own.
Yeah. It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Go, ooh, necromancy, and see if they jump out of the shadows at you.
One thing you do know is that several registered necromancers are morticians in towns. So that is one place that you can go to
Contacts good.
possibly. You don't know if the mortician in this town is a registered necromancer or not. So that is a roll of the dice.
It's literally finding a needle in a haystack for my girl.
You would be far better informed if you were in the City of Gold.
I would recommend right now.
Just holding off on the book.
Yes. I already sent word to hopefully, if she's still alive, Sharia, about the book.
What about Samuel? Where would he have gone?
You actually recall from Dragnor, they were talking about taking Kat to the City of Gold. And if anything, Samuel would be along for the ride.
Metal mug, Samuel's skull. Church business. Anyway, look, Samuel.
Because I know he's part of the Church of Life, but
They're connected.
him talking may brook me some leeway.
They're taking grandmother to the City of Gold.
Which is where I want to go.
One, if you explore that route, do not show him that book.
Oh, I won't. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. He's fat.
Samuel's not fat. I've known him for.
Fat compared to me.
I've known Samuel for. I keep forgetting Nakani's age. 26-ish years. Give or take.
Something around there.
And I've never trusted him, even since I was a child.
So
He's not good with kids.
getting me into the church, he may be able to get me that far.
Into his church. Into the Life Church.
Well, I'm saying he could probably talk to someone in the Church of Thanatos and hopefully talk to someone that knows what they're fucking talking about. I'm more thinking he's a higher up person in the Church of Life that would personally know me.
Possibly. if he's willing to go that far. If it's church business, Samuel's about as good as you're gonna get.
If, and I'm going to give you some information that you might know just because of your relationship with Kat. You don't actually know if he has any contacts within your organization. Because usually those contacts are passed from leader to leader.
And Cat hasn't passed.
And Kat is in a comatose state. So it's...
He most likely wouldn't know a thing. My grandmother would have had to pass it to him when she passed leadership to him, and guess what?
Well, if I gotta start from the ground up, I gotta start from the ground up. But
Eventually I'm going to have to go there anyway, do the
well,
research.
we're all gonna have to go there
yeah.
eventually.
Do the research stuff on myth, stay on regular contact, wait for me to get there, if I even survive this ordeal, wait for me to get there to get a new seal, because it's going to be a lot easier for me to do that in the City of Gold than where we are now. Because I, one,
You
really
mean the
need-
middle of fucking
in
nowhere?
the middle of fuck nowhere. In the back of her mind, I should have gotten a new fucking seal from Sharia, but that's something I didn't think of because everything was going to hell.
For a second, I thought that there was actually a drink in that glass, and the fear was real.
Just splashing it all over the place.
I was just like, huh.
Fox would have gotten an alcohol shower.
Yeah.
Um,
Several times now because there was a moment of literally in my face. Just
Yeah,
a second
sorry,
ago.
my bad.
That's okay.
So one, I hate to say it, hold off on the errand shit. Two, do what you need to do when it comes to doing your research on myths, blessing.
And the ice demon.
And the ice demon, blah,
all
blah, blah.
that shit.
Stay out of church business until I get to you.
Alright.
Because I need a new seal to be able to, for me to send a letter of quote unquote recommendation, I need a specific seal. And that seal was in my apartment.
So now comes the difficult part of this. Myth is not going to be happy about this.
Does she really want to argue with me right now when I've just lost my entire way of life?
Yes.
Probably.
So,
If you posit the plan of, so we're thinking about killing you and putting you in a different person's body.
We don't know for sure if that's what we're the route
And
we're
right
going
now,
to take.
that's our only main option. We're gonna research some other possibilities, but right now, that's plan A.
They got an end goal.
I
it
mean,
never says it has to be a different person's body. It says it has to be a new body. We can make one out of fucking clay for all we know. But we don't know that.
I like my body!
That's the point. We don't know anything about what's
Your
going
body
on.
is all scaly.
why don't we wait to discuss
Hold on.
that when you guys all get together?
Pause for a second. Crazy.
You! Me!
Hold on. Dick's trying to move things along here, so.
I was trying to get back
Right,
to
guys?
your conversation so I could get...
We pretty much.
That's what we're discussing is just going back and forth.
It's gonna.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anything else that are you guys going to
Uh,
the Wandless Wizard? or
Probably finish off these drinks that we have.
Meet up with the rest of the
Meet
group.
up with the rest of the group. I'm not gonna bother getting change from the guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave.
So, back to the other group. You guys are in your booth. Maria and Albert are with you. They ordered a few drinks themselves.
Dana told me to throw things at you.
Maria grabbed a cheaper ale. And
Fair.
Albert grabbed a glass of wine.
She's a lightweight though. I wouldn't be surprised if she's drunk.
Maria,
Yeah.
at this rate. Why? Why? Every time! This is like the third time I've rolled a 3 for her con
I don't
save.
even know why you're bothering to roll for her. After one glass, she's buzzed. If she has another one, she's wasted.
She's on the floor.
Yeah, at this point I'm not gonna roll. She's just gonna get drunk fast.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
I mean, yeah, she had the one piece of cake and was like,
Woo! She is susceptible to all of that. So, okay, all of you guys are in your booth and food and drink ends up getting delivered to you. What are you guys doing? What are you guys talking about?
So, what's more on your agenda now, Myth?
What do you mean?
Saving the kids or the whole snake thing?
Honestly, both of these things seem less important given the demon and the apocalypse happening to the south.
Yeah, but that's like a continent away now.
No.
Flynn, we're on the same continent.
I said we're on the other side of the continent. It's a continent away.
And given
This
the
the problem
speed
we're
that-
having yesterday is over here now. New
so
world.
we've got less than a month, possibly, depending on how
Yeah.
fast it would be.
Yeah, less than a month. Because Flynn, from somewhere in fucking there to there, would take us a couple weeks.
So when you guys
3 days.
originally had the map, you guys actually ended up getting further south in the southern sphere. So you were not quite to the point of where Quine is. Also, traveling across the desert is slightly longer than traveling through the air.
Yes.
Fair.
So
But in general,
So
for us to take 2 weeks to travel from wherever the fuck here to wherever the fuck up here,
well, you guys went to
or even
Quine and
to
then you
whether the
came
fuck
back down.
here is like 2 weeks, right?
1 week from the southern sphere to Quine.
I think
honestly,
3 days.
since this
He's
transformation
not going to be making a
happened,
beeline over to
3
it.
days, including destroying 2 cities.
I haven't had many issues since it happened.
talking
It was
about
the
the ice
process that was rather
Think about it, he's going to be
painful.
destroying all these cities. On
So
the,
I'm not-
on his way
Is
down.
it less than a month?
Dreadfully worried about it at this point.
I'm not worried.
I am concerned that it went from some children are going missing to all of the
Everyone's
children
gonna
are
die.
missing.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of a problem.
So the problem there seems to be quite progressed. And whatever is happening there could potentially spread. The last thing that people need, in my opinion, is for their kids to go missing while we have this going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, you know, you're less focused on running if you're worrying where your kid is.
I mean,
I mean, that makes sense to me.
We could also, from here, Tim said that he was from Pearl. That's not far from here.
Tim Pearl, what?
It's
Oh, just south.
another 2 to 3 days travel. It would put us further from Rivertown, but
who?
Wait, what do we need to do?
there was a young priest that we helped get out of the
Right.
city.
Oh, yeah, that guy,
The
Tim.
kids?
Tim the cleric.
My best friend.
Yeah, who we actually had live, unlike my
Your
scorpion.
child.
Tells
Yeah.
Charles.
I can't even get a new
My
scorpion.
baby
It is,
boy.
it's frozen.
Well, or he's that
This-
close. I mean,
As far as you know, the southern sphere is frozen. You don't think the entire desert's frozen.
No, but I don't want to go walking around the entire desert looking for a new scorpion.
right, that's fair. Well, if he's going to help with the children thing in Rivertown, I guess we could go fetch him.
Important note. On the way from Fuck Off McTeleport Circle Tower
Darn.
Fuck off.
I was gonna poke you in the
to this tavern, did I see any
Your skin was
animals?
showing.
Yes.
So my
Good.
lizard brain said,
Yes, there were a few stray cats. You saw at least one dog kind of wandering around.
See,
Birds in trees.
that is a lot better to uneary silence and lack of animals.
Oh.
It's almost like the animals knew something was coming.
I mean, yeah, that normally happens. Or they got eaten by things living in the sewers.
Well, even the animals weren't stupid enough to go in the sewers.
Camel.
Okay,
This is, you know what I love most about this session? This is the session of realization of everything that was in the southern sphere.
My camel.
That's-
Camel?
she had a camel, yeah.
Oh, that's
I've
sad.
had a camel since City of Glass.
Oh, that is very much dead.
I've had a camel for over a year.
Not anymore.
He's gone now.
Quite. You do know one. Here, I'll get you a new animal. We'll call him Boot. Get a theme going.
Shoe, boot, flop, sandal.
Heel.
Calumet is calming down now.
yeah.
Um,
He's basically just been like, she was on his shoulder, now she's in his lap, and he's just like been gently like, probably like babbling at her and like petting her and soothing her.
Calumet reaches over, grabs some of the meat off the table.
Yeah. Food makes everything better.
Because she's been flying for several days.
Yeah,
Probably tired.
my
you know.
baby girl.
Very probably just watches that like,
This might be
new bird eating.
a good chance to ask. We've been quite everywhere. Where are you from, Tal?
This is a good question. What is the city that we decided?
Emberfall.
Emberfall. Sort of from Emberfall. But I have been.
Emberfall is
All over the
further to
place.
the south, but it is by the Dragon Scar. Just
Not really.
just above the Telrafa jungle.
Just above the City of Embers.
Right next to City of Embers.
So the threat's a little more present for you as well.
For a second, I was expecting Tel to say
There's-
my parents.
No. That, well, it's not. There's nothing left there for me to be concerned about
Especially
as far
in the
as
next
things
upcoming
getting
month.
destroyed.
Shut up.
Especially in the next upcoming
That's
month.
dark.
Shut up and drink your milk and try not to get yourself a milk mustache.
I
Alright.
can't grow a mustache.
I guess
It
I'm
presses the flint on a daily basis.
I'm just not sure what brought you here or
Just gonna get you fake facial
what
hair.
magic you're using. I don't think that
You
I've
can magic a
seen
beard on my
that
face. I
in
can't.
my travels.
Most haven't. My type of magic is very underused or understudied, I suppose. There is a very small selection of us, we're called a coven, that practice magic in this way. I learned it from my mentor for a time. I don't. So we haven't decided exactly how, like, the witch thing functions. We still
Sorry,
have
not
talk
to make
about
you
that a
guys
little.
world build.
No,
now.
you're fine. I know that we've talked about it a little bit, but not a ton.
The extent that I had come to the conclusion of is that it is a collection of people who they sort of live together. You guys are closer to nature to a degree, not quite to the extent that the druids are.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't exactly connect with them per se. More of the we don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's communal living. Really play it how you feel that would work, because I haven't even touched that area yet.
Yeah.
So feel free to spin it up, and I'm just going to write notes down.
Remember how we grew certain gnomes' hair back?
Yeah.
Flynn apparently has been struggling to grow a beard, and he's bugging Farron about it. So I'm using the same spell to try and grow his facial hair.
What spell was that again?
Lesser Restoration.
You're casting that?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Congratulations, you can't grow facial hair.
Lesser
That's
Restoration
okay, I cannot either.
restores what you had.
Yep.
Were you and your mentor close?
Well,
Mine raised me, so
It's basically the same. I was
Make my sorrows away.
12, I think,
the tingly feeling.
when she took me in.
Did? And all I did was give you
And-
peach fuzz.
I lived with her and learned from her and the rest of the coven.
was she another tiefling or?
No, she was. We've talked.
She
Normally, she's a drow.
in this case, she's going to be human.
Okay. No, she was a human.
Oh,
Most of the rest of the coven are elves.
I see. My mentor was a tiefling. That's why I asked.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Like how a lot of the session is me and Vox going, Jake, help!
Bethel's still around. She lives in the City of Gold.
Oh, is she?
Mhm.
That's good. That's good. My mentor, unfortunately, is not, but the rest of the coven is. They're still.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
Your mentor is not...
Alive.
Alive. We talked about this.
I don't remember talking about that.
No, she was. Tell thinks that she was killed.
Okay.
Remember we talked about this?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Tell thinks she was killed.
Okay.
But the rest of the coven is still alive, so he lived with them for a little while. Yeah, the rest of them are still around. Simone is probably the most influential now. Ruin was the head witch. There's not that strong of a hierarchy within the coven, but she was the oldest.
Okay.
So She was the head witch. Now
More of a
it's
matron.
sort of,
Okay.
yes. Now it is Simone. It would normally be the oldest, but the oldest is a little bit of a dingus. So we don't let him lead.
He's kind of an idiot.
He's a little fool. He's very
Someone say
sweet.
Eldwin?
Someone say Eldwin. I'm talking about Eamon. Because Eamon would technically be the oldest, but he's a dingus. It doesn't know how the material
He'd
works.
get along well with the Eldwin. Fantastic.
Yes,
He
he
and
would.
Favored would have a good time figuring out what a bank is.
Yes. Eamon doesn't even know what a door is, so
And I would be like,
or money.
but you're from here, you should know. I'm from a forest.
What
What
is?
the hell's a hinge?
I'm giving you free reign over Eamon. What is his race and?
Oh, so Eamon is Eamon is the one that I usually play with.
Mhm.
Him.
Dingus.
He is the pet snake.
He has the pet snake. He's
You were drunk.
That's the one that Vox played when we were doing
Doesn't mean I remember any of
Yeah.
it.
Classic.
So, Eamon is the albino wood elf that lived in the Feywilds for 3,000 years, and has never been to the material plane before.
Oh, so
But only recently was kicked out of the Feywild
is
for
one of
unknown
those children
reasons.
you were telling me about.
He's a big ding dong, and doesn't have any fucking idea what anything is. So, yes.
How could he get kicked out of the Pharaoh?
Well, so he was.
Many ways.
Yeah, so he was raised by in at least in like other games we can talk about this, but in other games he was raised by the head of the Winter Court,
Okay.
because his family when he was born thought he was a curse from the Winter Court because he was albino, so they tossed him in the woods and the Winter Court was like, fine, he's ours now, and just took him.
And
You
after,
like
a,
this
and after a
one.
while, the Winter Court was like, actually,
No, so something happened and they were like, you're gonna be safer on the material plane, and just pushed him.
So not
Anyway,
to completely
yeah,
detract
yeah,
from this
yeah.
because I was only asking his race.
Yeah. So he's an albino
For my
wood elf.
notes,
Yes.
and we went off on a
Yes,
tangent.
we did.
Widow.
Yeah,
So
he's
going-
an albino wood elf. Simone is also a wood elf.
And there are a lot of wood elves.
Misha is a I believe Misha is a half elf. I would have to check with Xander, but
Okay.
I believe
Well,
they're a
so going back to the conversation, because I don't know where that was.
talking about my other baby boy.
Yeah, I think you had been talking about your mentor,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had
Jamin's
met.
a dingus.
And Eamon's a dingus. Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's all right. She was doing very important research on the dragon scar, right?
Mhm.
On the dragon scar. I've been attempting to continue it, but it's been derailed a little. Just a little. Tell me.
So, if you're from Emberfell?
Emberfall.
Emberfall. I was close. Then how did you come to be in the jungle?
Well, I do a lot of traveling anyway. We haven't super talked about that.
Yeah, hi.
I got
I'm
captured,
quizzing you
right?
on you.
Yeah, largely this comes down to you were traveling further south, and the ship you were on got attacked.
grabbed, yeah.
And
starts playing in the background.
I was doing research. I have the ability to visit a lot of academic circles easily because of what is afforded to the Coven. So I was trying to see if I could find anything else in other regions. Heading further south, the ship that I was on, which I'm never getting on the ship again, was attacked and I was taken. Easy. Oh, Jesus!
It meant to be a bit lower to your chest.
Good thing you're wearing glasses.
Why is everyone throwing shit at me today?
I didn't.
I just nail you in the forehead.
Okay,
Continue.
I wasn't the one talking.
You were playing with one ear. I wanted to give you the other one.
Yeah. Needs
Anyway, D&D.
needs a pair.
But yes, it's happenstance.
Okay.
And now I am here. And I'm just seeing where this goes for now. I don't really have anywhere else to go, and it's clearly not a good idea to travel by myself. So,
Where else
Or
can you
to
go?
head south at this point, it might seem.
probably not a great idea. I am also compelled by the concept of children disappearing. I don't like that.
I'm also compelled about shit ton of people dying in the South. But, priorities.
Exactly.
What exactly do we do?
Across the way for me to go back to normal, then interesting, but
Because we don't really know anything about like the ice creatures besides they're really strong against women and children. So,
God damn.
so piece by piece, we'll understand the weaknesses, but I don't think we'll learn it within a month.
That prophecy we got was only up to the death of the city. It doesn't say what to do to fix it.
Yeah, they might just hang out there. Get a nice ice castle going.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't say.
That was a really regal castle.
It doesn't say we're going to fuck the continent. It says we're going to fuck the city in much more prophetic and professional terms.
Maybe they'll cool off.
Drink your milk.
Good. 2% my favorite.
Yes.
No, it's probably whole milk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole milk?
Yeah, it's not that they don't put that much effort into their milk.
Damn. Well,
This is a little bit before
Probably got
like
like a head of cream.
pasteurization.
I'll
It's probably got a head of
Okay.
cream on the top of it and
but
everything.
for some reason, it leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Tastes like it came right from the udder.
Literally. Barely cold. But, saving children is something fun, though.
Toby is watching. Hi, Toby.
Alright.
Was that the same person that I timed out earlier? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
they're
were-
just getting banned.
it wasn't another political comment. It was just something that was more off color.
Yeah, they're done. They already got a warning.
Do you think the god that we're technically helping out, just gaining...
Do you even know?
Actually, I don't think you would know.
Would I?
Because
No.
you came in...
After.
I heard a bit about it, though. Just from, like, asking around.
Oh, I think we've talked about it.
I don't think I ever said, so Cirrus kidnapped me for a second.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
You've never
Yeah,
told us
no.
that.
Oh.
I would like to understand exactly what has happened.
Why are we helping these children?
Oh,
Because you helped
we
children.
met in the Southern Sphere
Dead.
and ended up choosing to remain together after
about 6
a
people.
job offer was not taken.
That's what we are.
And at that point, we stayed in the Southern Sphere and investigated some goings on. At that point, we discovered that a necromancer I believe that Nakane thought he was dead. Aaron Elevere had come back. That was the start of this ice demon fiasco and why Cat Talne is comatose. During that time, we were searching for a noble's daughter. Turns out the establishment was run by Wanti. That's how I ended up in my condition.
Okay.
And then you met us in the jungle.
Got it. There were some pieces missing that I wasn't able to put together.
Yes, we met Flynn at the brothel where I received my blessing.
You guys hear the door to the establishment open, and Alduin and Nakane, you come walking in.
Well, that's
And Alduin
unfortunate.
appeared on a kitchen table,
As he does.
on fire.
On fire. Jesus.
And he knew us, and we didn't know him at the time.
Maria's just like,
Oh, yeah, and then an
this
assassin.
is a crazy story.
Then there was an assassin, and they
It is
threw
a
a
crazy
poison
story.
dagger at me.
Yes,
And
there
then
was an
I blew
assassin.
him up.
Yes, and her
Tried
apartment
to.
too.
And the
And
rest
then
of the
Alduin just kind of
part.
slides in, and then I blew him up.
And then the bartender's like, "Oh, that's the arsonist."
Yeah, I gesture to the bartender. 2 ales.
All right.
It's on him.
It probably is.
Barmaid comes up and brings 2 ales.
Did you both eat while you were out on errands? Turva has excellent cooking.
Wasn't going to eat at that bar for sure.
Yeah, it was a good enough bar.
Was there anything that wasn't salted?
No.
I figured.
Yeah, no, we didn't eat.
Should
I
kind
mean,
of
I'll
gesture
deserve.
to their spread.
We have plenty.
Thank you.
So are we?
Toast
what were you guys
piece of meat
discussing?
for Kahamut.
Well, Wow, we're gonna jump straight into that. I was gonna butter people up a little bit.
I mean, you've done that
I
plenty
feel
to
like you
certain
are not
people.
actually very good at that, so you might as well just,
Jump right in.
You know,
I have to
this is
open
why
up
you got
the
kicked out of the tent last night.
And you know what, Elduin? I think
Well,
you've
thanks for
buttered
listening.
3 of
That
the
makes
people
me
here up.
There was no butter involved. Anyways,
You never know, you were drunk
no
as
butter
hell.
involved.
Any cream?
Okay, not for Tell anyway. This is where you're just like,
so
Calumet just kind of looks at you.
a pet.
I heard that.
I heard that. That's not
I'm
open.
really glad that happened.
That sounded nice.
So Nakaine and I were talking,
yeah.
and I'm going to leave for a bit.
Uh-huh.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go to the City of Gold.
Why?
Well, as I put it to Nakane, pretty much everything I do is research beforehand. You guys have seen me prepare to go into a building by taking 20 minutes to cast a spell.
Just to blow the door.
I need to go look some shit up.
What are you looking up?
Yeah.
One of them being that ice.
Yeah, Ice Demon. We knew that was going to happen, but we don't exactly have any information on what's going to happen after that.
Mm-hmm.
Myth.
Not a huge priority.
That's
I mean,
fine.
you're a manageable priority.
But if you're
Compared
doing
to
research
IDM,
anyway.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
If I'm going to a huge fucking library, I might as well do the research while I'm
I
there.
want to go to the library.
And then a couple other things that was kind of more personal between Nakane and I.
How big is this library?
Big.
Have I been there? I assume I've been there before.
I'm not going to make you roll a history check for this because the City of Gold has always been known for its temple to Sele. It is the largest repository of books on the continent of Etheria. That's attached.
It was bothering me
I'm
too.
sorry. It looks like cat hair. I'm sorry.
You got like this
You've
one
got a
white hair.
single gray
I'm-
hair sticking out of
I
your
am
head.
well aware of it. It is pointed out to me almost every time Katie looks at my beard.
It's called the Nerdlepedic staff.
I haven't had
I'm sorry.
So-
I didn't come cat hair.
No!
I was trying to help. I promise. I
Reached
wasn't being
over
an
and tugged
asshole.
on a hair.
Don't groom another man's beard.
I'm not a man
I
though.
Doesn't
won't
matter.
be continuing on to
Sorry.
Rivertan with you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come with?
That would be a shame.
No.
Really?
Given the nature of that city, it would be comforting to have you there, but
If you're going, I'm coming with you. That's Auburn speaking.
I kind of assumed, considering I offered you an apprenticeship, and now I'm going to the biggest library that is known to us.
You're damn right.
You should probably take Maria with you. She'd be much safer there.
It's true.
Going.
Going to the City of Gold.
it's that or
Oh.
Rivertan.
River 10
Yeah.
probably not a good
I
idea.
remember
for
you
to
not
go
wanting to go to River.
Your choices are really obvious,
Yeah.
honestly.
I have some family there.
River?
No.
Okay.
No, I have family in the City of Gold.
Oh, yeah, that works out well.
That's
Yeah,
not
me
bad.
My sister lives there.
So, that's...
That's very convenient, DM.
You gonna roll a 10 for her as well?
I don't know. If we meet her, we'll find out.
Eventually,
Joke's on you, it's a twin sister!
Fitz opens the door, turns around, walks out, and is never seen again.
Going back to the dragon.
You know what? Maybe I will go live in the jungle.
So I'm probably going to talk to Trevor tonight or tomorrow and get him to teleportation to circle me and these two up to the City of Gold.
That take a while.
Magical Trevor is stuck in my head bad.
God damn it.
You named him.
I know. I couldn't think of another name.
Magical Trevor is
Sure, I
back
can't
once
help
again.
it. I mean, I can't. I don't know. I know magic stuff.
Yeah, but my magic is all researched and writing based, and yours is nature based, and that's not what I'm looking for. Plus, you don't strike me as the kind of person to sit in a house full of dead trees and read the words printed on
They'll
them.
probably just make you sad, yeah.
I love
I'm not meaning in that way. I'm meaning if there's something I can do in another sense. Oh,
No, I'll
Try to make
I
it
can
weird.
think of.
He might be able to tree walk you there. That thing that he
Oh
does.
yeah, I can do that.
yeah.
That might
Do you
be
know any
cheaper.
trees in the City of Gold?
Probably, maybe.
There's a city garden there.
I know just the place.
Yeah, so if you want to drop me off, that'll save me, like, lots of gold.
Yes.
Damn.
The thing is, that'll take a day, 2 days. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, we can leave tonight, and then I can come back in the morning. Just the aspect
Well,
of-
it stays open for a minute, right?
Oh yeah, you don't.
So
I
you can
don't
just
even need
walk
to go
through
with
and walk back.
No, it only stays open on this side. I don't even need to go
Yes.
through though.
Oh,
No, you
yeah.
don't.
Still
That's
do
yeah.
that.
We did the same thing in the Serpent Strip. We sent all the people through the tree.
That's
Yes.
how Albert got.
Tree magic.
I don't think
It was a weird experience.
Tell me about
Myth? What?
So player Bailey has a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If Alduin leaves, what are you going to be doing for the next few Fridays?
There's a plan.
Okay.
Oh, I know the plan.
Don't worry about the plan. I got this shit on
Okay.
lockdown.
Player Bailey just had a lot of questions about this whole scenario.
This-
that Myth is like,
this
okay,
was
this makes sense.
brought up to me last week,
Okay.
so there's been time to prep for it.
Okay.
Yep. So, for the tree travel thing, Orbird knows this. Maria, should I sober you up first?
They don't need to go tonight. I already paid for the rooms.
We did pay for rooms, but
I guess I am a little bit drunk.
I can tell
Yeah,
her in
you're
the
fine.
morning, but I also might forget to tell her in the morning. I can tell him. You might
What are we
remember.
doing?
He's going
Arms,
to
legs, all other
make sure
things
that
you want to
guys
keep
are
inside,
traveling
close to you.
Sure.
quickly to the City of Gold instead
Hold out
of
your
the
arm,
road.
use the arm.
Oh.
It's walking through a druid tree portal, essentially.
Oh, I did forget something.
What?
There is another tree you absolutely know.
Where to tree?
Yup.
Hey! Oh, but they'll
I'm
arrest
not
you.
sure I want to walk out of a weretic tree. I might get in trouble for that.
Yeah, no. They might just arrest you for that.
No, you just be like, hi, sorry, touched
It
my
is-
wear now, let me through.
The weretic tree, and Flynn might know this already, having been to the Silver City. The weretic tree is a special tree that is grown within the temples to Werno.
Special bow.
It's
You were in the Silver City?
I mean, they're sacred trees, it sounds like.
yeah,
They're everywhere, man.
they're considered basically the tree of Werno, and so they're grown within the temples because of their connection to her.
Yeah, I'm not going to send you through that tree.
That's more of a. Do they actually do stuff? More of a symbolic meaning.
It's a lot more of a symbolic meaning, but there are theories of magic that deal with the wood of a weretic tree.
Oh boy, they'll get over it.
And you know, when they talk and spit stones at you.
A tree does?
Or like he comes out
And
of the
then
weird
all
tree.
commit
Sorry,
pack
Druid
suicide.
fucked up. My bad.
Actually, we could go to the City of Gold today because it's still like fairly early in the day, right?
Yeah,
No.
because the attack happened very early in the day.
Yeah, it's not like it's
Unless
evening.
I'm just hanging out here all day,
I mean,
making
wait.
things awkward.
Been getting drunk.
Oh, wait.
Ooh,
wait,
no, that's a good idea. That's a good
I
idea.
gotta figure out what spell it was.
Nakane already has a drink in her hand. She would have gotten help.
Oh, I ordered us both a drink when I walked in.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check my mental memory of what spells I have available
I'm
today.
just going to internally
don't
hope
think
that
I have to.
Alduin forgot what Myth's mentor's name is.
Bethel? No, I didn't forget that. Don't you worry.
What part of internal didn't you hear?
All right.
Suddenly, a very angry tiefling comes back through the portal. Child!
So
Myth starts getting sendings.
So back to the conversation in the tavern. I do not remember where you guys were because things just started going out.
We just handled travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just handling how I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
I've got it somewhere.
Alright, so it sounds like I'm gonna hang out and get drunk.
How long do you think?
I have no idea. It depends on how fast I find answers. Yeah, I mean, if I was just looking up a simple spell and getting it copied into my spell book, it would take me a few days. But we're talking trying to find a way to reverse an apocalypse.
Might take a minute.
And somebody's scale problem.
Oh,
I
do you want me to
found
write
lotion, my
down that
skin's not that
prophecy for
dry.
you?
I got it written down.
Okay, good.
We're gonna have to wind up going to the City of Gold anyway. We'll see. I've got to get a
So,
couple of
since
things.
we are going to be leaving, are we just going to meet you in Rivertown, or is there a plan for how we meet up if things
we've
progress
got
swiftly?
several methods of communicating across distance.
Myth. Stone.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Congratulations.
Okay.
that's how the bank heist ended up working out.
Once per day, talking,
Okay.
same as her spell, except without lots of energy. Or any energy. It's a stone.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Don't beat anyone with it.
we have a method of communication then.
I believe that we're meeting you all in the City of Gold.
Where the fuck is that spell gone?
That would be wonderful.
I know it exists.
Yeah, I've also got family there eventually.
Eventually.
Slurp.
I mean, you have
Yeah.
family here. Hi.
Who's your family? I actually realized I haven't asked.
Hi.
Is this Auburn?
Yeah, it's Auburn.
Well, that's my great grandfather. My grandmother Cat Hallnay will be up there for medical reasons, and my auntie
Hurrian's the warden.
and my auntie Amphimera will be in the city, Silver City. If you don't know my family, thank Christ.
Lots
or
of-
thank Temp.
I do not really deal with many of the temples, so
Thank Temp.
Where?
I don't really know. I don't even know who the warden is.
I wonder if I have family there.
She's a bit infamous in the
Maybe.
Eternal War.
You don't know. Oh,
So you and I have both many a thing to fear when we get to the City of Gold. Because if my aunt finds out I went there and didn't say hi,
what are you looking for?
The spell that we need is missing.
Oh no. Not a problem.
I don't know. I don't have it.
I thought it was a.
It's not on my staff, and I...
It's not tree stride?
No, that's for 500 feet.
Oh.
And the City of Gold's a bit more than 500 feet away.
Yeah?
Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
not if you take the map and just like
Just crush
Okay.
Origami.
Okay, let's not pull a wrinkle in time bullshit.
These need to get slid down the table away from me because I'm enjoying pulling the petals off. And
okay,
That's what I've been doing.
okay.
Like, I'm wondering if it's just...
You put in your lap.
It's not on your side of the screen, is it?
Nope. There are no cards on this side of the screen that you need to care about. I have my NPC cards
Greater...
that I haven't used because it hasn't been relevant.
Do you remember what level spell it was in?
6th?
5th or 6th, yeah.
I think it was 6th.
Oh,
Because you could only cast it like once a day.
Oh yeah, 6th level.
and Auburn, the man who is also known
Druid
as my
Grove?
sperm donor
Nope.
is the monster who possibly
Final
caused
path?
this whole fiasco.
Wow,
Transport via plants, found it.
your family's kind of fucked up.
yeah, Fantasy Thanksgiving's real weird.
Yep.
Found it. Garrett.
Yeah. No shit.
You know, in all honesty, I don't think there's a Thanksgiving in my world. There's no like events that would like trigger that.
Fantasy Christmas is real weird.
Remember that day we were really happy we didn't die?
So,
Thank God.
I am going to derail this just a moment to give you an idea. There is actually a holiday that is similar to Christmas. Well,
Candlelights?
it's like Christmas and Halloween.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this.
The Thieves Guilds of the city, they go around to richer homes asking for donations. And they take the donations from those to purchase gifts for children of the town.
Oh.
But if the richer families do not donate, they come to the house later that night and steal all their things.
Perfect. How to do it.
You're leaving tomorrow
Sounds good.
because I need to prepare the spell mentally.
Cheers, Auburn.
I don't know
It's
how
just another
drug
day in my
preparation
fucking
works.
life.
Stare at a tree for a couple hours and think
I
about
meditate on it.
Well, I could use a few good drinks. It has been a crazy several days.
Yes.
I
Yeah, I could do with getting drunk again.
Light pipe.
Wait, did you guys tell Auburn where you were going?
Rivertown.
When you went to Randall's house?
No?
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
We said going out.
Because that makes that makes this next line make sense. By the way, did anything happen while you guys were out? Because I swear I saw fire coming from somewhere in this city.
I have no idea how it happened.
I was not there. I was busy robbing a bank.
What?
So comparatively,
I am hearing this now for the first time.
What?
You helped.
I am hearing this now for the first time.
What?
I was taking care of my.
Okay, we didn't really
church
rob a
business.
bank.
Yeah, we did.
also I didn't burn the building
Yes,
down
you
to
did.
the ground. No, the fire did.
Wow.
Baldwin, you are turning Auburn in what me and my church know as a loose end.
Really? At this point, I am dealing with a time-traveling...
Weird though.
Wizard is will
I mean,
suffice.
wizard, yes, but I'm starting to
Weird,
think you
though.
might be a psychopath.
Yeah,
I'm not a psychopath. I
What
don't
else
have
do you have to be
emotions.
surprised about at this point?
Psychopaths
Anyway,
have emotions.
The
Yes.
said person who was
That's
the
sociopath.
victim of all of
Sociopaths don't
this
have emotions.
Psychopaths have a lot of emotions.
murdered his
Like
all at
Bosco.
once.
stepdaughter.
See,
And-
also
What?
Lindsay Makara.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what?
That's fucked up!
So he got it coming to him.
What did we?
He just explained what Randall did.
I just said murdered his stepdaughter and wife. I didn't explain any
How
more than
visibly
that.
gets smaller.
So, he had it coming to him.
He got lunched.
His son lived.
Akane and Alden are like,
His
That's-
actual son and his stepson lived. And his guards will live.
Can we please stop talking about it?
Yep.
Probably.
I'd rather not remember. That's why I'm getting.
You're the
drunk.
one that shoved him into it.
Can we please
What?
stop talking about it?
I don't know if this is the place.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about this. Drinks.
Oh, hello, FBTW Gaming. I almost had the full Lystexia thing happen to me.
Lystexia.
Hello, friends.
We just
I
spelled
know.
out the entire thing.
No, I almost totally forgot.
Oh.
Wait, Khaleesi, it's been a hot second since you've been in here. How the hell are you?
And, yeah. Smoking pipe.
Yep.
Who else wants smoking pipe?
Me.
A glass
I
of
would
wine.
like-
You want smoking pipe?
You want a
I
glass?
would like a
Let's
glass.
get a glass of wine.
So,
Akane goes up to the bar and gets both the Akane and Tell
Tell
a
us
glass
when
of wine.
it is.
I think I
I
was
know,
doing
but
glasses
we
of wine
bought
at
all
3
that
silver
wine, I
glasses.
know. Oh wait, no, I brought the wine with us.
Did you?
So if they want any more
Because we
wine.
pulled it up.
Actually,
I opened
can
it up.
we
I
get
start
a
pulling
bottle?
out bottles and bottles of
A bottle
wine.
will be about 2 gold.
She gives him 2 gold.
Hey,
and
what do
takes
you?
the bottle.
We've got 16 bottles.
Shh. This is good wine.
So is this. He spent a lot of money on this.
We can save it for later.
He spent a lot of time drinking it as well.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
We'll take some of it with you, leave some of it with us.
Okay.
We'll save it for your welcome back party. How's that sound?
Also, Alduin, to be completely fair, we do want to save it for when we don't have constant access to wine. Here we can just pay for wine and it doesn't break into our reserves.
That's a good point.
Fair.
Smart fellow.
It's too bad I couldn't figure out how to get the ale in there.
You know what? We'll
You
have
get
cold
more
ale
ale.
later.
Ooh, I have a brilliant idea for a magic item.
We may need to
a
be
water skin of holding.
we may need to
Yeah, honestly.
we may need to be careful thawing out the ale. There's a possibility because water expands when frozen.
Oh.
Oh, the barrels are fucked.
It just looks like
Mostly-
a giant popsicle
Oh, a giant beer
of alcohol.
popsicle.
Or what we can do is we can take like a dagger and shave it off and make like
Beer snow cones.
there you go.
I
Yeah, fuck
that
Rivertown.
sounds
Let's make a
awesome.
business.
Too
That's a
bad.
brilliant idea.
It is a real shame that alcohol has no effect on me, otherwise that sounds amazing.
That does sound good.
I think that the water skin of holding goes into the boots of Holy and Smunchy.
There is a water skin of holding. It's called an endless decanter.
Yeah.
You can put
I
a lot
was
of.
gonna say, I was like, I can't remember the name of that magic item.
Uh.
It's just water.
What do you want Myth and I to roll for smoking?
You can put a lot of bees in a water skin
mean-
of holding.
Oh no! Not the bees in the water skin.
Hold on.
And then you wear a kobold skin.
Why is there so many bees?
That was the most chaotic first-time party that I've ever seen.
Oh, see, that's what I'm used to with the first time party.
I'm giving that to one of my players.
To like the bees
What?
of water.
An endless decanter of bees.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
No! Why are you
A
getting
bottomless hive.
endless? Decanter.
Step it up. Wasps.
Wasps.
Hornets.
Endless decanter of wasps.
Yellow
Anyway,
jackets.
Oh, because if you
Everyone would
kill
die.
one, then others in the nearby neighborhood come looking as well.
okay.
Horrifying.
So
There's a horde of
you
them.
get
Uh-huh.
you guys get a bottle of wine. It's the halfling fruit wine that I am blanking on the name of right now.
I'm nowhere deep tonight.
All right. So what else do you guys discuss? What do you do for the night?
Smoke.
Drink each other. You know,
No.
the standard for what we do when we drink.
Well, you guys do each other. I'm going to stay over here, away from that, mixing with this, and we're going to be good.
But you see,
Mikane. The woods was fun.
I certainly didn't hear complaining.
The woods.
Don't worry about it.
The guy who like turns like a weird red purple
Yeah,
color.
Listen, you just told me that you burned down a noble's home, robbed a bank.
Is this Auburn or Maria?
Auburn. Maria's drunk.
Checked out.
Maria,
We didn't.
Maria's drunk and
Just,
kind of
like,
timid.
snuggling up to Tell to make her feel
make sure
better
she's
and make
okay.
herself feel better. And
She's. You can tell
Ahmed is
she's
probably
she's
doing
still a
like-
little bit in shock, but the alcohol is definitely kind of like
So she's taking a
Doing
sip of her
nuzzles.
beer.
yeah.
How do I put it this way? They got more in tune with nature.
Alduin,
Yeah.
really?
Huh?
There was a dryad. He didn't do anything with the
You
dryad.
slept with a dryad.
No, he didn't do that. He
Oh.
couldn't.
That would be something.
No, just a half elf and 2 tieflings. Although one tiefling was separate from the other tiefling. That was like a completely different instance.
Thank you for the bits from
How full
Bangor.
of a tiefling was at the same
I
time?
don't remember.
And that.
Do you
nature
have
grew.
do you have a problem with your button?
My button.
Yes, because you clearly can't keep it in your pants.
I just listen.
You just got kind of destroyed.
This is a fucking good verse.
Shade.
This
The
tea is
tea
hot.
has been spilt.
it just got like super dark in here because of all the shade, as my friend Scott would say.
All that shade. Shady queens.
That was good.
The tea is hot.
This tea is hot.
Did he tell you about the temple we found in the woods there? Jungle.
There,
Jungle.
Oh yeah, Temple
There.
of the Voidstone.
there is clearly a lot you haven't talked about, but
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time when we're going through that library.
Just keep it in your pants.
preferably. So,
Out of character, I would like to remind everyone, I also rolled a 10 for her.
right. I'm
I
gonna-
know.
No.
No, Auburn.
Auburn.
All right.
That's why you wanted her as an assistant, isn't it? Like, and a half?
Oh crap.
Oh, the spinning thing is kind of weird.
It will be interesting. What?
I said I got makeup all over my phone.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
ahead of my phone.
It will be exciting to be able to go back to the City of Gold. Okay.
I don't remember the last time I was there.
I'm getting the sense you don't remember a lot of what you've done.
There's been a lot. I do
Does
remember
tend to
Indiana
have
Bones,
it.
though.
He remembers
Have been out of
McConnell.
order.
Yeah, that's the most disconcerting part, is like... Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
What happened? Jesus.
Did anyone order a big sausage pizza?
You just got
No!
That wasn't what I expected when I looked at chat. I'm sorry.
Can someone please reiterate that for
For you?
when this is on YouTube?
Oh, take a look. It's in a book. Eldwin's dick, probably.
That's a good one. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss, or do you just want to drink and eat the rest of the night?
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
probably that.
Okay. I'll say about 10 gold across the board for
Okay.
drinks and food.
I already said mine's on Farron. Thanks, Farron.
Well,
Isn't that just 10 gold in total, or are you 10 gold each?
10 gold total.
Then none of you fuckers need to pay for anything.
Thank you, Daddy.
I have got 10,000 gold,
Thanks,
and you
Grandpa.
fuckers are like, I'll pay. And I'm like,
Thanks, Grandpa.
Yeah, especially because I haven't.
It's
had
okay.
gold
Grandpa's
since
got
we
like
started.
25
I know
years.
you haven't.
The keys were brought to you initially. There's a key for each person.
Scott's here.
I would like,
Scott.
knowing that this is the eve of Alduin leaving, I would like to take a second to lean across the table to him and say, so I have 3 potions of sex change. How would you feel about me slipping it into Nakane's drink?
No.
Let me just go ahead and mark that too.
Stealth check.
Can I help since I'm part of this?
Nope, because she's passing it to you.
I'll use one of my charges of lucky just in case.
That did not help
16.
you.
Perception.
Nope, because it's all against your passive perception.
Fuck. Which it beats.
My passive perception is 11.
But I can see this happening.
You kind
Yeah,
of
don't watch it
nudge him
happen.
under the table with your foot and pass the potion to him.
Nakane? I was wondering if you could help, and she'd kind of lift her hair to some of her scales and be like, I can't quite reach and it's kind of itchy, and she'd kind of like pass her the lotion.
Okay. And she'd get up and help, like.
Sleight of hand.
Hell yes.
I don't
am
need to deceive.
proficient with that.
No, you could actually need help with that.
Woo! Hot damn! 27.
So,
To be a dude.
You're gonna be a dude for the evening
all
Have to be
right,
a dude.
to celebrate Alduin's departure.
A really small dude.
all
I'm
right.
gonna be a twink.
So,
Honey, you'd be a twonk. You use that hammer.
I am a twonk!
so, right. Nikani, you end up helping Myth with her dryness problem. And you go back to drinking. And start feeling a little weird. Your pants suddenly got a little bit more full.
Not in a bad way, though.
The breastplate feels
Empty.
a little large.
Yeah, the armor, the splint mail that you're wearing, it feels like it slowly depresses. Like it's like suddenly there's less room. When you go to speak, your voice is now suddenly a bit deeper.
You go through second puberty.
So Nakane's just kind of like going.
Does she grow like a little goatee?
Roll for penis size.
I think we were rolling a d12.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that we were.
Oh, for fuck's sake, 5.
Because this is what everyone else was doing.
Which one's the D12 again?
The 12-sided one.
This one. 12.
Holy shit!
You have no room in your pants.
Your splint mail is pinching.
Well, we know where she gets that from.
Yep.
Yeah, you must be a shower.
You reach down and there's something there that wasn't there before.
Oh,
There's
what's
something
wrong,
there that
Nakane?
wasn't there before.
Nakane?
What?
Holy shit!
You find crossing your legs incredibly uncomfortable.
Are you okay?
No,
Okay.
I cross my legs all the time.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, like I've got my
I don't
legs
think
crossed
so
right now.
either.
Would you like to borrow a pair of mine?
I don't think that's gonna help.
Yours are tighter, I feel like. What
I
the
am bigger
hell?
than you.
What the hell did you two
It
do?
was Flynn.
What?
I
Bro.
seriously doubt
What'd I
that Flynn
do?
would have the mental
It was Flynn.
capacity to do this.
It was Flynn.
That's
I
hurtful, but
swear to
it's
God,
true.
I saw him do it.
Deception check and roll insight.
I love D&D.
And you have advantage because Farron's just like this.
26.
Fuck.
I like that imbuing your friend with a huge penis is just a harmless prank.
Perception, you said?
Insight.
Insight.
So that's a wisdom.
Can't you have the insight for the advantage for
Oh fuck, hold on, I bounced. I have so much
just
dice,
steering
like,
in the
what do I
direction?
do? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
26.
26. You believe Aldwin, but you feel like there's still something he's not entirely saying.
Also, I am laughing
Okay.
so loud at you.
Flynn did it, but Farron gave him the potion.
I'm pretty sure I just have a spell to do that.
Oh, shit.
I might have. I know that some people use it. Because that sounds like a remarkably druidy thing.
How long does this last, or is this going to last?
I don't know. I've never done anything like that.
So does that mean you're going to try and get her drunk again? Or him drunk now?
That's
We'll
weird.
see how well Myth is hiding this on her face.
I don't
13?
think...
She might look a little suspicious.
I don't think I have had any
A
male
little too
descendants.
calm about the situation.
Nakane. I think you're the first grandson, or great-great-grandson, or any sort of son that I have had.
Congrats.
You've had a great...
They've all been women.
You've had a great grandson-in-law.
That doesn't count. They've all been women.
I think it's a good look on you.
My pants don't fit.
You can borrow some of mine,
Your pants are tighter.
but I am bigger than you.
This is true.
Just take it out then.
I don't know. How
That
big is it?
is
Nick?
not
Do
how
that.
that works.
I'm not. No.
When in doubt, let it out.
No.
Flynn!
As a woman, I never let it out. And
is-
as a man, I'm not going to either.
Is that your approach?
To basically everything, yeah.
Yeah, when we found him, he was naked and he just jumped in some water.
Oh, it's so refreshing. There's a
He's
lake
like, "Yeah, I'm
nearby.
glad you're enjoying this.
There's a lake literally nearby. The
Lindalk Lake.
Lindog Lake. Go swimming.
As a woman,
You have
I
a
never
great
did.
propeller. Or,
As a, no, it is fucking cold outside. I am not used to this more northern climate.
it's not getting any smaller.
It might.
It might.
I mean,
Still freaking
how big is it?
I don't know.
Okay, like from
Judging by
here to
her
here, like is it
discomfort.
longer than the length of your hand?
I just know my pants are tight. I haven't really looked.
listen.
Would it make
Me
a
and,
sound
me
if you
and
drop it
Tell
on the table?
both have dicks. I don't know about those two, but just show it to us. We can tell you how big it is compared to like.
She's related to me. That kind of is necessary.
I don't know if you want to see your granddaughter's penis.
No. That is not what was meant, and you know it.
Just here. I'll even lean over so no one else can see it.
You know what?
Oh, you know you're jealous.
Fine. Whatever. I don't know what it is with you men
Oh,
and your
shit.
dicks. But fine.
never owned dicks.
The D Club.
Oh my God!
Impressive. We should get you some of my pants.
Probably.
But
Okay.
it's uncomfortable now. Jesus Christ.
Nakane, just so you know, you rolled the same thing I did.
Okay.
It runs in the family!
Wait, did you just roll for your penis?
No, when we rolled it all before, I rolled a 12 and you guys were like... Because I initially rolled a d20 and got a 20 and you guys were like, oh, there's something wrong there.
I'm waiting.
How many of those potions did you buy, by the way?
3.
I've got 2 more.
Okay.
As Tel gets Nikane up to go give her some of his pants, because his pants will fit her better in her current state,
I could just give her a
Do your
robe.
pants have a
sort of-
dick pocket?
Tel's got a very big dick, but he does a little, like, taps to Alduin, and he's like, you should be used to seeing something that size, and then just leaves with the
On the inside, I was like, I get to play dress up.
Nakane.
Your daughter wants you to take advantage of your peen.
Nakane won't. That's the thing.
Nakane. You know what I do with that?
Did you mix them?
Yes.
Fuck.
Constitution save.
Helen's taking Nakane away as this happens.
I'll give you the money for it.
Oh, guess who's now a man and high?
I am high and a dude.
Getting you into more comfortable pants.
Farron
That are
strikes
way too
again.
long.
Way too
right?
What a night.
But they fit a lot better.
Huh?
They're gonna be
Huh?
really
Are
Oh,
you-
I definitely did not just down a second one.
Okay.
Tells like, there's an
You
extra
owe me.
shirt, then we
Roll,
can be
roll a
twins.
con save, I guess.
That could
A
be
con
what our
save.
trade is.
No, I drank another one of the potions.
Oh.
We're getting into some debauchery tonight.
Debauchery! Yay! Debauchery! There's debauchery here.
This is gonna end in disaster.
Let me just use my Alina voice for that.
All right.
Yay!
You gonna do a voice for it like Erica is?
No.
Yeah,
I
you feel your pants get looser, and your shirt get tight.
I don't know, his waist might get tighter.
You got big titties.
Now you
How big are titties?
If I had to roll for
Tit size.
dick size, you have to roll for breast size.
I don't even.
Six is cup size?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I've had experience with about 2 variations.
Hey, cup.
Did he get a 1?
Tiny titties.
So a little bit, but not too noticeable.
Barely any change.
Well,
Several
to the-
teardrop titties.
Welcome to the itty bitty titty committee.
By the way, I want you guys to keep those numbers
12. Okay.
because if you ever change back, that's what you're keeping.
Fuck, I don't want to write dick size on my goddamn character sheet.
Erica.
That's fair. Awesome.
She's on the character sheet.
But you guys put sexuality and what you rate everybody on a scale of 1 to 10.
On
So
the back of my worksheet.
Character sheet. I have got that in my book of many things.
dick size.
No, I don't have dick size.
Oh.
Dick size on the character sheet. I've got all of the people's ratings.
Not at all.
No.
Myth,
Weird.
Myth sort of adjusts.
I forgot where I put
What'd
the
you roll for
ratings.
your dick size?
Oh, I didn't.
Drink.
I still have. I've got one in the chamber for any time I feel like it.
What should be that the potion doesn't wear
I
off?
just got them and you're already making fun of them.
I have to.
Big potion of true sex.
Is
I mean-
this Elduin's like desperate ditch effort to be like, look at me, I can be a pretty woman too?
There's nothing pretty about female Eldwin. Let's be fair.
I don't know. I saw you in that gender swap, and it worked well for
Huh?
you.
12, by the way.
Oh yeah, that.
I
Eldwin doesn't look.
was getting to a point.
Isn't
That's
it
intriguing.
retractable?
Let me just roll a thing for Elduin as a chick. What was it we rolled? A D10?
Yeah.
7. No, never mind, that's a 1.
He looks the same.
Wait, what was Elduin originally?
I think a 1 or a 2.
7.
Damn.
So apparently you like him better as a dude.
Yeah,
I like
apparently.
you better as a dude.
You know, I did roll for Nakane as a woman because
Tell us
I
again,
just rolled for
girls.
everyone.
Oh no, wait.
What did I actually
Wait.
roll for Nakane?
10.
10.
I rolled a 7 for Nakane, so let's
No,
see
you
what
rolled
I roll
advantage.
for her now. 4.
All right. So,
More drink.
okay, that's gonna.
I
If you're
can't
gonna
look anywhere at this
if you're gonna drink till you get drunk, you will get drunk.
Yeah, just drink
Why
until
not?
I get drunk.
Because if Maria's there, and he's there, I just rolled a 10 for female him too.
Oh.
So it's like,
What'd you roll for Farron? Then that you can't look at Farron.
I think it's more that we're on opposite ends of the table.
Oh,
so
she's behind him?
I mean, he went from a 9 to a 10, you're
Oh.
at a 9.
Oh.
I've got an attractive party.
All right.
So, Myth, do you want to go show me how to use these?
All immediately. Really? Already?
Hey, you can't keep it in your pants if you don't have it anymore.
He can't keep it in his shirt now.
Yes, you can.
Solid 2 seconds.
I mean, if you just want to come with us.
I am all right.
Just the Kane comes out. How do you wear this?
I am surprised that you are using those
More
so.
comfortable than your other ones, though.
Fair.
I'm surprised you are using those so liberally.
Here
I
comes the
talked her
Kane in
into it.
very tight pants, everybody.
I still have one.
God damn it.
Good.
What else would you use it for?
Turning them back.
Oh no.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, did those have an expiration time around them, or did they just go?
It was like 8 hours.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Okay. I can't remember if I sold you the permanent ones or not.
Yeah, these are the 8-hour ones.
Okay.
That's why I bought 3.
Okay.
That would have been.
I
Because
didn't
that was gonna be really bad.
I didn't buy I didn't buy it with the intent to just permanently fuck up somebody's life.
Yeah, like, just get used to that voice.
Right?
Yeah, there would be 2 different potions for
Yeah.
that. There would be
Because
the permanent one and there would be the temporary one.
Yeah, knowing that she was trying to utilize a prank, you offered me the 8-hour one.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you are remembering that instead of me, because I was like, I don't remember there being an expiration time on this.
I do, but she's not going to say anything
Right.
about that out loud. Because, what do you mean? She didn't. What? Using what so liberally?
But Aldwin, you can keep it in your pants, even if you don't have it anymore.
But this is the last time I'll see Myth for like who knows how long.
All right.
Did you just give me permit? Fuck off!
I didn't say permission. I was just,
Resigned acceptance.
All
There you
right,
go.
the Kane would have
I can still judge you.
changed and come back.
That's fair. Literally everyone at the table does.
And
Um,
tells very, very tight pants.
So look at that thing.
Can we not?
Oh dear.
Awkward shade of red purple again.
Yeah, Maria's drunk. I don't know
I think
who
that I
I
know
don't-
where you're going then.
I don't know who is sitting next to Maria, but she's leaning on whoever's closest, just kind of. Grabs some fruit, meat, just.
Oh, I've been there.
You ever take it like half an hour to eat a French fry?
I don't remember.
No, it was Colossicon like half an hour to eat a single slice of pizza.
I think I lived and died at Colossal Con.
Yeah. Who got us pizza while we were all gone? You. And we were just all like, yes.
Wow, I don't.
Speaking of being gone, it's
Yes, I'm trying to get to a certain point.
He's trying to get us in bed for the night.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So I can
So,
swap the spells out and get you going.
is there anything you guys are doing else?
no.
Trying
Hanging
to
out.
not call attention to my 12-inch dick that I suddenly have, thanks to my ass mate.
Probably getting my familiar back.
All right. Yeah, you can. as long as you have the components for it.
Yeah, no, I've had those. I've got a lot of components for
10
random
gold
spells.
charcoal or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
I mean, I've got
Yeah.
the 1,000 gold components to resurrect someone. Shh.
So.
I can do it, I'm fine.
How far
There are no
away were we
churches.
from the lake?
Close.
I
Yeah.
am the church.
This is a much smaller town than the
I am
Southern
too.
Spear.
Mm.
You could probably get there easily within 15 minutes of walking.
I head over there and just like, I don't take a swim, but I meditate right next to the water.
Okay.
So long as I follow the rules, there is no problem, and you have no reason to smite me.
All right. So you go take a dip in the lake and then meditate by the water. I'm assuming after that you go back to rest, or are you sleeping in the street?
Oh, I'm sleeping on the street like a
Like a
We
fucking
bought a
heathen.
room for you,
Yeah.
it's cramped.
bro.
Yeah. I prefer the room.
Close your eyes and you'll be able to tell it's
Weirdest
cramped.
combination of bro and bro I've
That's
ever
not
heard.
claustrophobic works.
All right. The rest of you,
Gonna make sure Maria gets up to her room, okay?
Yep.
you can walk her upstairs, and she kind of curls into the bed. It's not the highest quality bed there is. I mean, but it's fairly decent. You paid, I think it was 5 silver a night for this room, so it's.
If she's a clingy drunk, sorry, Alduin, Miss Stain.
Based on what he said in the past, she pretty much just passes out when she hits a bed.
Yep.
Yep. Just. Auberg is gonna take the rest of the bottle that she bought for herself, and she's gonna go up to her room. Like, I will see you all in the morning. And she's looking a little bit tipsy as well, but
Yep.
she's just
Alduin's apprentice.
drinking from the bottle.
Do I knock heavily in the morning, or will you be up?
A knock would be good. Yeah. So are all of you going to your own rooms then? That is a question I do have to ask with this
I'm
group.
going to my room. I don't know if he's coming to my room.
Yeah, probably will.
All right.
Debauchery!
I'm going to my
Debauchery!
room.
I'm going to my room,
All right. And with that,
locking the door.
all of you are gonna take your long rest, and we are going to take a break. This gives us a chance to get any food, refill drinks, use the restroom. So we will see you right after the break.
Tired of the road, tired of the sun. Miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore. Traveling long on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay. We'll drink ale anyway. Nightwood grows heavy, stout grows trim. Hairfoot gets hairy. Raise your flagons and fill 'em to the brim. That's alright and that's okay, 'cause we're all halflings anyway. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Dragon so dark, dark as night, failed to fly from the arrow's bite. Fell from above on the tailor's house. Hey, everybody, get your dragon suit and blouse. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Tired of the road, tired of the sun. Miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore. Been traveling long on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay. We'll drink ale anyway. in no time. Oh, Molly's bride, the most exalted man. When it's time to life from girls, just come and give the bride a try. To your every taste, be oak or elf or forfeit high. For a price, they'll bring their friends, and you'll be envied far and wide. Oh, Molly's bride, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Jump into a kraken's jaws or pluck out a beholder's eye. I'd do most anything I can to be with the sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. I've traveled far and wide to see, there's no place that I'd rather be. Tumbling with lovely Molly's brides. Time in bed had been well spent on fondly keep in mind the lovely face and other parts of fair sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. Far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be.
Despite of the seven seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger, but it's what we see. Aboard the vessel and get the copper, raise your cutters and have a fire. You blunder to fill 'em with plum. We are buccaneers. Now let's celebrate with rum. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine. Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite 3 ships to the wind. Suddenly appears the Kraken, blow me down. Must be the work of Davy Jones. Bring a spring upon her, for the love of Neptune, hey behold. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine. All hands above, get the chest to the boat. Swim it to Scuttle and get to the shore. And hold me, Ernie. Don't leave a piece of egg. Let's get to the coast where the fiddlers swim away. Finally got to the sun while the ship sinks in the water. Son of a biscuit eater! I really need a clap of thunder. We'll see each other again. You monster, I beat you up. Now let's find a place to drink and crack the Johnny stick. Yo ho, mate, your pub, boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you, pub, boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine.
We back, bitches!
Ah, we're back, and for once it didn't go into the house might be on fire thing.
Praise the sun!
All right, so
House on fire?
all of you get the benefits of a long rest. So gain any hit points back, any spell points.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
Yeah,
change
we're-
my spell points down.
Don't worry about it.
We de-sober.
Yeah,
Or no, we re-sober.
you re-sober, and you wake up with the genitals that you started with before the potions.
Oh, good, that wasn't permanent.
Thank Tim.
You wake up, Hell's pants are somehow tighter.
They are magic pants of tightening.
Of
Be
restraint.
good.
It's the only pair of magical skinny jeans in the world.
God.
Ultra rare item.
Leather skinny jeans.
That is probably also something you could have gotten at the Rough and Tumble.
Probably.
I mean,
One size fits all would be an amazing magical item.
didn't you get a gimp suit there?
Well, so it's actually
Rough
so
and tumble?
She didn't get one, but they definitely were there.
so
The black leather suit.
Cat.
you
With the like,
That-
yeah, the zip.
you got the
I ain't
glamour.
never heard it called that.
But yeah, no.
I've heard that called leather daddy.
But
I
yeah,
was trying to like
if I
more.
actually recall, the original descriptions in D&D is that magical armor actually resizes to
Yeah.
whoever is wearing it. So
Yep.
technically, it just has to be magical in some way.
Alina has that because of her size changing.
Glamour pants.
Tells extra.
Jack
He
has
would do
those.
shit like
you don't
that.
say.
That's why
Jack
we
has
love
those.
Tell.
All right. So yep.
It's a defense
So you all wake up the next day, feeling a little bit more refreshed. Nakane, I actually need you to make a wisdom save.
That's not suspicious at all, Jake.
16.
All right. You do have a fairly peaceful night's sleep.
Yay. What were you going to do to me?
You'll never
That's
know.
to find out when you fail.
I know. Right?
Alright, well, I guess it's once I get Auberg and Maria out of bed.
I want to try something, but I'm also not sure if it'll work. And if it doesn't work, then I'll waste the spell until tomorrow.
Yeah, let's not do that because I'd like to leave today.
That's unfortunate.
What would you like to try?
I can turn my staff into a tree. I'm just not sure if that will then work as to put the spell on that tree and use it to...
Why don't you just
Why not
find a
just
tree?
use a regular tree?
I can. I just want to find out if I can use the staff as one.
Can we do that on a different day when...
When it's not important that they leave.
So, I'm assuming that as you guys wake up, you go downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to knock on Aubyn's door because...
She requested a wake up.
She opens up the door. Her hair's kind of messed up. She's got bags under her eyes. That early. Shit.
Restoration.
She feels much better.
Snap her back into life.
All right.
No, that was just like straight up booping her forehead.
I could still go for coffee, but wow. I'm going to need to remember that in the future.
It's really useful.
That is freaking useful.
She'll proceed downstairs and order a coffee from Turvo.
It'll be 100 gold.
No, we don't have those problems in this era.
See, 20 gold.
No,
Dark roast.
it got much.
5, get it right.
It got much cheaper over the years. It is 5 silver pieces.
I'm purposely fucking with Jake. He was like, I asked why the coffee was so expensive, but I don't know why the coffee's so expensive. Shit, I need to do 1,000 years of history for the economic state
No.
and the trade.
I did 10,000 years of history.
God.
And then he was like, fuck it, Nobody cares. They're having tea instead.
All that work for me to just change the dialogue.
One line.
So yeah, Aubrey is going to be downstairs sipping on coffee that, for once, she didn't actually do herself.
Myth will make sure that Maria's up.
She's hungover.
Oh. Ow.
That's
Do I have that?
that's amazing.
I don't.
Oh, I am hungry though.
Well, we are at a tavern.
I have raw meat that I can cook, or we could just buy some.
Maria will start to head downstairs. If you guys order food, it'll be like, we'll say like 3 gold for all of you to get food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast spread.
And you see, I almost called him Trevor, because there's too many goddamn letters in that name that are similar to Trevor, but it's
Trevor.
Turva. It's Turva.
Trevor.
Trevor.
God
I'll
damn.
tell you why I named him Turbo later.
Alright. You see Turva use his magic to, he at least creates the raw ingredients for it, and then you see him take it and begin to cook with them. From where you're at, you can smell the cooking going on, and the spices he's using are awesome. He's using some
Everyone's probably like,
he's using several types of peppers and stuff for like potatoes and cooking up eggs, and then
hash and...
yep, bringing out
I'm
meat.
just gonna picture the most extravagant good truckin' breakfast.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is. Because he's able to conjure quite a bit of food at the same time, but he also seems to use the ingredients that he conjured for several other people as well, that are awaking in the tavern at various states of hungover. You see some well-to-do merchants kind of walking in and ordering a breakfast, and so yeah.
Hey, Myth.
I'm a little bit sad that Nakane didn't get to wake up with morning wood.
As it's going away.
You could probably write a note or a letter to Bethel, and then when they get there, if they see her, they can hand it to her.
Oh, I was gonna go find her anyways.
That's probably a good idea.
See, I can be thoughtful sometimes. Occasionally.
I'll get you the contents of that a different day.
Alright.
I had a good thought.
So, you guys have breakfast. What do you guys do from here?
I
Think
probably
we're-
get back after they've had breakfast. So they
Oh.
decided to take another dip.
Okay. You woke up and took a morning swim?
Yeah, it's refreshing. I feel like I got yelled at when I'm swimming around buck naked in the water, though.
Probably.
There's a few fishermen there. You notice that there's fishermen up that are awake before you are.
They don't want to catch you.
And what the? Get the fuck out of the water! You're scaring the fish away!
I hardly think I'd frighten them.
Get the fuck out of the water!
I'll corral them, and I start dipping down.
You see all the fish are just fucking darting away.
How dare you! Just swimming after them.
I can just mock swimming at these fish.
Oh my god.
I get pissed at them. Hour of reaping. Fuck these fish.
They are now swimming faster away.
We'll swim faster at them.
Fucking monk dashes after him. Just
Start catching fish and throwing them at the fish.
Oh fuck! Give me a strength athletics check.
How many fish do you
At,
give
at
to
disadvantage
the fisherman?
because we're gonna get into something.
like that scene from fucking the Justice League when Aquaman dives into the water, just sonic booms under the water.
God. All I'm picturing now is like from the
Strength
first.
athletics, you said?
Yes.
That would be a 21.
Holy shit. So you start swimming after the fish, and from beneath you, you see this massive shark come up. Its jaws go around you, and as it closes in, you blink, and it's gone.
What the?
As he speaks, he just drowns.
I didn't smoke that much of Farron's shit.
You swear?
I smell. I'm pop.
That was weird. Okay.
me out of the water now. I've had my fill. Did I
quite
throw
done
any?
with the water
Did I
now.
catch any fish? I didn't catch any fish.
No, you didn't. You just kept scaring them deeper into the lake.
I feel like a tingly sensation, like I just had a shark wrapped around me, or is it just like nothing? Like nothing. Okay, that's weird. I feel like more exposed.
as you walk out of the lake naked.
Buck naked with people looking at me. All of a sudden, like I'm like.
At this hour, it's much more fishermen who are out, and they're on like the end of docks and stuff. Some of them are out on boats, and
Is there any of them near me?
there's at least one walking. Like he sees you. Just,
I'm just like casually getting dressed. I'm like, is there sharks in that lake? Sharks don't go in lakes.
no, there's never been sharks in these waters.
I'm pretty sure I saw a shark.
Also, what the fuck is a shark?
I'm pretty sure I saw a giant fucking creature that wasn't a fish.
big
Probably
fish.
a fish.
Ooh,
Most definitely.
really?
Yeah.
How big was it?
Big enough to eat me whole. It'd probably be a good catch. Probably gloat to your friends at the bar about it if
Would
you
be.
got it.
I might need to use some bigger bait.
Or a bigger boat.
Okay, now there are going to be fishermen disappearing.
Yes.
No, you just started.
Yes. Don't write something down.
Next time, the next thing we have to investigate is missing fishermen from this town.
Sounds like this.
And it's all your fault.
And I'll be following the plot from Jaws. Okay. What's that? I'm gonna have that
Baby Shark song is making an appearance in our chat.
Baby Shark. Oh no.
Smells good. Mom shark.
In my world, yes, that might be a baby shark.
That's really good.
In some circles. All right, so you eventually make it back, and you see everybody's digging in the middle of breakfast and stuff.
Where were you?
Don't go swimming in the lake.
Why were you swimming in the lake? It's
'Cause it's
fucking
It's
refreshing.
Flynn.
Honestly,
not
it's
that
Flynn.
cold.
We might
It's
as well just-
freezing up here.
We might as well just
refreshing.
expect it.
It's Flynn.
My wiener isn't getting any smaller.
Truth.
Nakane's did.
One, you guys are all assholes.
Maria's like, what did I miss last night?
Somebody swap.
Nakane's dick.
Somebody
What?
Somebody fed me a sex changing potion. Don't ask.
Oh.
I had one too. It didn't have all that much of an effect.
Yeah, dude.
It was part of the itty bitty titty committee.
Oh,
Officially.
I'm sorry.
Wah, wah.
Give me that
I
one.
think I had bigger tits than you.
Fuck up, Kyle.
Oliver's like, I agree.
He does
So,
have a good chest.
do you three have your stuff together? Everything you need?
Yes, I still have my breasts.
Do you want me to leave this one with you?
I do too
Which
now,
one?
thanks.
It's the bag of holding full of food.
Sure.
It may be smart to split that, especially if they are heading off to Rivertown.
Yeah, so
Bag of holding full of food. Great. Flip. Right, so you've got...
Wait,
Do you have money
you did
for
grab
an
some
inn?
of the wine, correct?
oh, I need to get some of the wine out of there.
No,
It'd take 2 bottles.
absolutely not. You helped Myth slip a sex changing potion into my
I told you it was Flynn.
Mm-hmm. You
I
two
guess it
are
was
far
my
too
fault.
suspicious.
Also, I mean,
We
would I really
were
do something
busy
like that to you?
off doing our own thing.
Each other.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Yeah, I came back and you were
I
the
don't remember you
captain
doing
of the
it.
itty bitty titty committee.
Anybody?
You see Maria just kind of blush a little bit and look down.
Wait, what?
Oh, Maria's at the table and I'm bragging about having sex with you. Congrats!
Again.
This is the second time that's happened.
I don't know how many times I can look at this poor girl and be like,
So-
look, when they get drunk, they just bang.
Maria, how much
I
money
went
do you
to my
actually
room.
have at the moment?
With
And
me?
he followed you and you did not stop
Um,
him.
I went to my room.
I have about 50 gold left.
Would you like some more?
I mean, in general,
Who is this?
this is
Maria.
Maria. I mean,
I'll take care of her once we get to City of Gold if she needs any more funds. I've
Do
still
you
got
have-
about 2,700 gold.
Okay.
Okay, good.
never
I
mind. All right.
mean, I'll never turn down money.
That's a good point.
It is useful
Yeah, no, I just end up with a lot of it, and I never really spend much of it.
because I may need to rent a place out for a while.
Yeah, I kind of figured we'd be doing the same thing. So, if you just want to crash with us,
My mentor might put you up.
oh shit, that'd be cool.
She'll tell you no and shut the door in your face, probably.
But then I say,
6 times.
and then I say, I have a letter from Myth, and she opens the door.
And then kills you.
Yeah.
And then you slip inside.
Or into a grave.
Or into a grave.
I'm a fairly stealthy
I
person.
really hope it's with his pants on this
Maybe
time.
lead with the fact that
Me
it
too.
isn't a letter post-mortem.
Well, when it's a letter from Myth.
That doesn't mean
No,
I
that
was
can also
alive.
mean, hi, she's dead, here's her last wishes.
Yes, we might want to be clear when meeting.
It's fine.
You might want to
I'll
let
figure it out.
Auburn actually introduce that.
You might not want to mention the
Auburn,
snake thing either.
I'm trusting you.
She seems far better at speaking.
Is
You
it
know what?
Auberg?
Auburn?
Auburn.
Auberg.
I've been saying Auburn.
I know. It's driving me nuts.
And she hasn't corrected me.
I am used to it at this point. Sure, I will take that responsibility.
Yes, somebody in the situation that's...
Alduin,
Yeah.
I trust you with magic.
Yeah.
Not so much with people.
I'm a great people person.
Your first thought was to rob a bank.
I just wanted to listen, those phones weren't going to go anywhere. I might as well have used them.
Did he have a son?
Ow.
Who is now an orphan, if he's alive.
If
we
he
left him
made it
alone-
out of the city to a different city, the guy had funds in other cities, so there's
So,
more.
So, Alduin, I should probably enlighten you, because again, people. You do know that nobles are often quite across various cities. They have influences outside of the cities that
That's
they
what I'm
call
saying.
home.
Is the kid didn't lose all of this inheritance. Like there's other places in other cities where he's got money stored up.
Also, if you didn't help him, he would have gotten eaten too, so.
Tell is very uncomfortable with this conversation.
I didn't even know what a bank was till he told me.
Yeah.
So anyways,
So your first encounter with a bank was to rob it.
Apparently, yeah.
I kind of like, Jesus Christ.
Fucking robbing a bank book on phonics, though.
You know, we don't really have a need for banks.
I'd like to make a forceful withdrawal. Sorry,
You know what, that's
withdrawal. Wait. Banks too. I'm robbing this establishment.
We trade with a
A
lot of
forceful
different
withdrawal.
wants and
Took
knowledge.
me a second
and,
to realize what you were doing.
generally, it's very sharing happens a lot.
When you get to the library, you should tell
Also,
them that the
speaking of
cupboard
sharing,
says
quit mixing the drugs.
That's the best way to happen.
I had the worst trip
do
of
you have
my
any
entire
sort of
life last night.
No, that was
Did you imagine that you were a man?
Came from you.
that happened.
I know that
brooch
happened.
he
Oh,
wears.
you're well,
It's like
it's
a
Just making sure.
a thing.
I was
Like,
drunk.
okay,
Okay,
that-
that, I
and
could
high.
show
I
them
wasn't that
so
drunk
they,
and high.
I can
Well,
verify
so
You
that.
could take it with you.
You could
not
question
That's
more.
up to you.
So
Anyway,
just give it back to me.
we're taking
Might
off
give you
soon.
Some
Yep.
interesting
Um,
access to things.
We've got wine. Do we have enough for provisions?
Yeah, if we're going to the City of Gold and he's just going to teleport us there, well, I've got plenty of mood for plenty of mood.
We got plenty of mood.
I got
for
plenty
foodie.
of mood.
Got plenty of sass. Yeah.
I got plenty of money for food.
All right.
Drink.
I'm
Plus,
ready.
I've got this beer.
Yeah, survive on that.
Beer at this hour.
It's 5, as my grandmother says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Telne's words are ones to live by.
I taught her well.
Didn't your father cause the problems in the Southern Spear?
Kind of. We don't speak to that side of the family.
Yes.
What
Anyway.
does a legal necromancer sound
Yeah,
to you?
anyways. Yeah.
Your mottos make my kidneys
Tel's giving me his...
I'm giving him the seal. Remember we talked about how his background has
Oh,
it allows him access to
Yeah.
things at like big
Okay.
academic places. He's gonna give that to
So while he has that, you will not gain access to those to that to those cloisters of information.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm
We're not going to.
making sure it's clear.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere
We're
with.
going to Rivertown.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna need this. I feel like he would need it more.
We're going to some backwater town that nobody goes to.
The most information I'm gonna have is how far away from death I am at a given time. And even that's gonna be spotty.
Oh, Jake, so we're going to Brown City then, huh? Okay.
Fuck. You guys are boned.
I'm just waiting for like
Yeah,
Shadow
careful,
of the Hebaphage or
Right, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
outside
so-
and look for a large bush or tree. Because it can be a bush.
There's a
It can be a flower.
There's a fairly nice. So most cities do have kind of like a city garden. It's a chance for people to get into nature without having to go outside the walls.
Is there a good sized shrubbery? Shrubbery.
There's easily one.
Good. A shrubbery?
Shrubbery.
And when I cast the spell, it's just.
Keep this safe. It belonged to my mentor.
Oh, okay. I pin it to my
Open
chest.
the portal with this pickled herring.
Aldwin,
pickled berry.
Aldwin, remember, no book. That stays in your bag of holding.
Okay.
If the wrong person sees the name on that book, you are boned.
Can I not just hold on to it? Or you hold
Try
on to
to
it?
keep the. Try to keep how close I've been to the magnitude of what is going on from Bethel.
Okay. You want me to lie to your mentor?
Yes.
How about this? You don't say a thing to her, and I'll do the talking.
If we end up
Yes.
living with her for who knows how long, she's gonna ask about myth.
Don't.
I don't.
And I don't know if you know this, but I'm a horrible liar.
I don't want
That's
her
why.
to hit me.
That is why you. That is why you zip the lips, and I do the talking.
You're bound to spill the beans when you're intoxicated, though.
Don't drink. Congratulations.
Yeah, don't drink that
Oh,
entire
yeah, no,
time.
that's no way.
He says drinking right now.
Like I've got the alchemy jug full of ale sitting in front of me right now.
Right, so I need to make sure you're definitely ready when I do this, because it's, a minute. No, not even a minute.
One round.
6 seconds.
6 seconds. So
All right.
So, I mean, if you're standing on the shrubbery and I cast it on the shrubbery, would you just fall into it then? Ooh, that'd be funny if you just
Shoot
out the other side.
just portal out the other side.
God damn it!
I probably shouldn't do that. It should probably be something you walk into and walk out of so
Yeah.
that it's less dangerous.
I would prefer that the last time I went through it was a weird experience to begin with.
But you didn't walk out.
Kind of realize they're kind of part
I
of the
did.
organization.
And I was talking about
Oh.
flying out.
Because they don't know and they're
You're
both
absolutely
big.
whoever's in
No.
front of the tree.
I'm okay not flying out of a bush.
You're so organized.
Right, so you three are ready.
Yeah.
Yes. Maria goes, yes, I'm
I
ready.
kind of want more
Right.
Oh,
Um,
and she hands a bottle of apnea to Maria. Can you give this to Bethel?
Oh, yeah.
And she looks
Yes.
at Auberg and Eldwin. Not that I don't trust you two with fine wine.
right,
I probably can't
Of
drink
all the
this
things you
anyway.
can say about me, I'm a fairly
It's
trustworthy
quite
person.
strong.
I feel like you get a buzz.
I know what apnea is. I did have some. Well, I did have some friends that were.
city guards.
Well, they kind of reminded me of how you guys prank each other. But
Assholes.
I haven't seen them in a while, so. Yeah, I'll.
Right.
I'm not touching this.
Holberg in front, Maria behind, you're in the back. Hands on shoulders.
Are you always in the back?
I'm a catcher.
It's true.
Explains a lot.
Anyway, hands on the
I'm just
shoulders.
like enjoying like Mox writing
All right.
in their journal and then just tells snide comments.
So,
Exactly what he's doing.
so Faerun cast the spell on the shrubbery, and you guys pass through. You see Auburn, Maria, and Aldwin disappear.
It was to the city garden, not the werewolf tree.
One, you didn't go into a weretick tree, so you're right.
Oh no, this can be to any other plant.
I kind of assumed that was the case because you had given your expressed objections to having it appear out of a weretick tree.
Tree side has to be the same tree.
All right, so Alduin, Auberg, and Maria are now absent. What do you guys do?
So we're in agreement about going to Rivertown?
Yeah, we're kind of in that boat now, aren't we?
Well, we kind of were contracted
Yeah.
by another deity.
Contracted.
This kind of keeps happening.
Kind of feel an obligation toward this certain group of people that are dying instead of the other group of people.
As I said, Frost Demon. 6 people. No experience fighting demons.
Oh, I gotta stop playing it.
Children dying. Rivertown.
You're just like,
We
No
can
one goes-
deal with
I
something
don't
in
want
the
more
river.
salad, but I know that's a
Mage
terrible
bane,
idea because I'm so
water.
full.
Don't touch the water.
You don't touch. I don't need it. I don't.
yeah, I know.
There
right?
we
I
go.
just
You've got
wanted,
no
like,
problem. Stop bitching.
I just want to crouch.
You
So-
sound
Sunflowers.
You're gonna see a flower that looks a bit
So-
too fancy for your eye, and you're gonna fall in the water and die.
So the five of you
I'll try to
that
fuck
remain,
Uh-huh.
what do you guys do?
I can go see when the next merchant caravan is heading out and see
That
if
would
they...
be a good idea.
The merchants go to Rivertown?
Mhm.
Yeah. The people there need supplies too, no matter how fucked up it is.
Have I been? I probably haven't been to Rivertown before. That just sounds like a bad idea all around.
You wouldn't really have much reason to go to Rivertown.
No.
Yeah, they do a lot of the metal fabrication for the continent.
Yeah, no real reason to go there.
It's a mining town, so no.
So it's important. People go there.
There's a reason the town still exists.
If it wasn't,
Miraculously.
if it wasn't important, it would be a ghost town.
Right.
I mean, you know.
And
So-
that's where the kids are disappearing from.
Mikane, you're the one that does the mercenary stuff. At least you pretend to do the mercenary stuff. Anyway, you probably know how to hire on. I don't.
She knows how to. She knows how
Oh,
to
you
talk to
mean
people.
like find work?
In terms of, oh, a merchant caravan's going that way.
We both are familiar with it. It's a normal way of traveling.
I am
I'm
so
sure
surprised that
When
you
I
don't.
found you, everyone was dead.
That's fair.
And she does mercenary stuff. That was less mercenary stuff.
I think I can figure it out.
There's no story stuff. No, you can't. I don't trust you at all.
I am
just need-
deeply surprised that neither of you know how to ask a caravan if you can join them.
I know.
I
how to.
walk. Or fly.
I just know I can't offer them the kindness of my heart.
You just go up
I'm
to a
broke.
caravan.
Find a caravan.
So
it's
Ted
not that
and
hard.
Myth are going to secure.
Alright.
I mean, I can stand in the back and not say anything.
Please do that.
Yes.
I can
So-
make sure he doesn't say anything either.
So going into town,
Get you a glass of milk.
going more to the center of town,
That
you
always
do. Someone give me
works.
a
Thank you.
persuasion check, I guess, for trying to
I
find.
love persuasion.
It's just that you're the bard.
Do I get advantage since we're all working together?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that.
Hey, Garrett. Do alchemy jugs make milk?
31.
31.
I don't think it's the list.
So going around, you do end up. You talk to a few merchants saying, "Hey, do you know anybody who's heading towards Rivertown anytime soon?" And you end up getting word that a merchant by the name of Tobias is sending a supply of food, water, and medical supplies to Rivertown. He also is shipping some. Actually, no, he wouldn't be shipping mining supplies because they can make them there.
Maybe food?
Well, yeah, so food, medical supplies, and water. And so he kind of mentions, well, speaking to a halfling merchant, he's like, well, Tobias is going to be probably closer to the gate right now. Last I checked, he didn't have enough to leave town. He was kind of searching for more people to join the caravan to kind of protect it. So it's possible you could make some coin along the way as well.
Seems like a win-win. Thank you.
See these?
Of course. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Are these TTL?
All right, so you head.
Just like
Did I say north of town? Sorry, I meant the east side of town because that is where you guys would be living. Huh?
Yeah, wherever
Oh.
you said.
Yep.
Right.
So if I said north, I meant east. So you guys head to the east side of town,
I used to
where
have
it's
an actual facility.
where it's closer to the gate, and you see a series of covered wagons. And there are dwarves, elves, humans kind of moving around them. And as you approach, there's one individual you recognize. He's kind of leaning up against one of the covered wagons. And Andrew, would you like to describe your
Yeah.
character?
He stands at just a little under 6 foot tall. He's wearing half plate armor, so it's armor plates up to here, and then it's like
Segmented?
is segmented armor plates from down. His hair comes down to about his shoulders, and he's got braids coming down through it. And he's got braids coming down from his beard. He's got a shield strapped to his back, and he's missing one hand completely, and there's a dagger sticking out of it.
What's his race?
He's a human.
He's Rilken.
Rilken don't exist in my world.
That's a Rilken.
So he's a human! Alright. So, Grim, you see a bunch of these adventuring-looking motherfuckers show up!
2 tieflings, one with a giant bird.
Yeah.
Is the bird what he's gonna notice first?
I mean, it's a huge fucking red bird of prey sitting on his shoulder, so.
Oh, are you all here for the caravan?
Yeah. Holy shit! What happened to your hand?
Drink your milk.
Flynn, please.
We were looking to see if there was a need for a few more guards.
Yes.
We were headed that way.
Yes, there is. And I'll take them to go
Okay.
see what's his nuts.
Tobias.
Milk, drink
So
it.
Tobias is a dwarf. And
Slowly.
he's got a big brown beard. He's got some braids in it. His hair, he keeps a bandana over his head. Oh, Grim. Who you got here?
They're looking to go to Riverton, it sounds like.
Oh, good. We could always use more hands. No offense, Grim.
All the
Appreciate
time.
it.
That's pretty fucking good.
You're doing that on purpose, didn't you?
So,
You are rude.
you're just looking to get to Rivertown.
Yeah.
More or less, we can assist with guarding. Probably for quite a low price, since it would be traveling as a group. It's more safety
Yes,
for
it's-
everyone involved.
It'll cost some supplies for travel, as we can provide food. If you use ammunition, which he kind of looks about the group of you, doesn't look like any of you really
Doesn't
use.
see a bow anywhere.
These
We supply ammunition. We do have some additional weapons if that is something that is of interest.
Unnecessary for
5 gold a day for you to guard.
seems a fair rate.
Perfect.
Awesome. We will be leaving around noon. Hopefully, we'll be getting to the first checkpoint by the end of the near the end of the day.
Question, would I have heard of what's going on in Riverton?
Would Grim have?
Yes.
Depends on what Grim's been doing this whole
Well,
time.
he would have caravanned into the
Krugershire.
city that we're in. He would have probably spent a couple days in a tavern while he was waiting for another caravan leaving.
And if you knew you were going to Riverton, my guess is that you probably would have been asking about, hey, what's the news in Riverton? So you probably would have heard what is going on.
Also, it's the closest place to Riverton, so any rumors would go straight to Krugershire.
Yes, it all depended on what he was doing when he got to Krugershire.
Drinking.
Tobias, just as a reminder, once we get to Riverton, I'll be staying there.
Be a damn shame, but all right.
Why would you stay in Riverton?
I'm gonna move that.
There's some rumors about kids going missing, and I'm not overly fond of that.
Me either.
Would you like to stick a hand in that business?
Flynn, shut the fuck up.
That's gonna be the entire
Flynn, shut
boat.
the fuck up.
The entire
He
caravan.
kind of looks Flynn directly in the eye, and he plays with the metal stump on the end of his wrist, and he
Drink
pushes
your
back
milk.
on it, and a dagger sinks out of the end of it.
Holy shit!
Drink your
How do you not cut yourself when you scratch your face or your balls? Does that ever happen?
Slowly pushes it back in.
Anyway,
Shut the fuck up.
I
Is
have
there any
some more
scars
things
on-
to attend to. Please go about any preparations you need before we take off.
Tella's gonna put you in a bag.
You guys still have a few hours within Kruvishire before everything takes off.
That's what's gonna happen.
Great time to warm myself
Fortunately,
out.
we mostly resupplied
As
in
you
the
do.
Southern Spear.
Pull him out every
Because
10
we were
minutes. so
planning
he
on
can
traveling
breathe.
anyway, so I don't know if we really have
I can
anything
hold that breath for a while.
besides chatting
Well,
with
there's only
Grim.
10 minutes of air in a bag of
Feel free to
God.
stick around. I have other things to attend to, other people to get on board. So, please, by all means, get familiar with the other guards. Well, really at this point it is just Grim. But, yes, please, get acquainted. I want you all in fighting spirits, as we will most definitely run into trouble on the way to Riverton.
What kind of trouble? Like human trouble, or by human I mean like
So, I'm going to give you
Is
this
it
one
two
without
times? Or just
out
one?
of game. So there is a common
actually-
occurrence that is called nighttime madness.
Slash.
And since you
Slash
did wander
slash.
around the
Sure.
Heartlands for a
Realize it's
while,
spoilable.
you would know this. Animals and various creatures within the forest will randomly go insane when night falls. And they will attack relentlessly with absolutely no self-preservation in mind.
I might be able to do something about that. Maybe, I don't know.
Time for a new pet.
So,
Potentially.
so you know that already. So when he says that, unless you are trying to pry for more information,
Yeah,
that
more or
is that is what your assumption is that it's the nighttime madness that he's referring to.
So aside from the obvious, anything else?
Well, Riverton has been known to be home to Hellclaws. They were the creatures you guys encountered in the jungle. The jumpy
The speed-
Oh, the
speed.
jumpy cats.
Yeah, the jumpy speed cats.
We need one of those as a pet.
No,
I really want one as a pet.
don't care. No.
I will say this without even feeling bad. I will kill that pet.
Why?
Because I want them to die.
You know what? I will agree with the
You're not keeping one as a
Flynn.
pet.
Wants one of
Flynn.
those cats.
I will agree with Flynn. Kill them.
I will agree with the Flynn.
Flynn.
Just
Good enough.
any creature we come across that is approaching the caravan anytime at night, just kill it. We do not need to deal with that. Things will only get worse.
I can agree with that. Traveling in the Heartlands is
It is sad, but it is a necessary part of traveling to Rivertown.
Well, don't you worry.
and it's a mercy if they are injured already.
When it comes to us, when it comes to this group, we're really good at doing those kinds of ordeals. You could say we're really handy at it.
That is good.
Flynn, shut the
I
fuck
cannot
up.
help it.
I will put
it
you
comes
in.
out of my mouth.
I will
Anyway,
put you in the bag of
anyway, I have business to attend to. Please converse amongst yourselves. When it comes to noon, we will
Not you, Flynn.
be taking off. Be sure you're here for that. And he is going to walk off, and he's going to start talking with what you assume is a few other hands. They seem to be more about loading supplies, running around, and making errands.
I'm going to make use of my new senses if Grim isn't immediately like hanging around us.
That all depends on Andrew. Is Grim hanging around this crew for a little bit?
Yeah, he'd probably just kind of chill.
But like when we were in the tent, did you like leave already
Well, you guys didn't really go into a tent.
or wherever?
Yeah, he was just kind of around the caravan, kind of.
If
Yeah,
there's
I would have walked up to him, Tobias, with you guys, introduced you, and then just kind of stood off to the side.
if there's a way without it being too like bizarre to do that she can walk over there, she's gonna kind of sniff to see if he might be an alcoholic or anything like that. Just like
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
she's trying not to get like noticed as being a wantee.
Stealth check. And I realize that actually now this card is kind of useless for a little while. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to print one for Grim. What is Grim's passive perception?
17.
17?
You should have told me that while I was trying to do stealth.
Are you just like right over there that like would tell just like
I'll use a lot.
over and over again?
Whatever.
It's because I keep a character journal.
So Grim's
he
probably
mostly
gonna
just said that
notice
the
this.
other two men
That's
in
a
the group are
15.
exhausting. That he misses Aldrin already because at least Aldrin
So
is
I'm not going to
probably
make you roll for
gonna-
perception, but Grim, is there anything that Myth may pick up about him that...
Oh, she was
Like-
leaning to bias, not Grim.
Oh, Tobias?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, what did you roll for stealth?
15.
Okay. You don't smell any alcohol on him.
He doesn't have any outstanding.
He smells very much of dwarf, which is usually sweat, kind of iron.
Okay, but not like this person is probably a necromancer secretly, or this person might be harboring their rotting living wife, or
Nothing that on the surface you can tell by
Cool.
mundane means.
that's a cool thing to have happen to us. Suspiciously normal. God.
Right.
Seriously.
All right. So, you guys are kind of left with Grim.
I can like ease myself over.
Flynn?
How? The hand. Is it a button? Just flex?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple different ways that I can squeeze it like this, and he squeeze it, and the knife pops out. Or there's a pressure plate in the end of it, and if I punch something, it.
Oh, and you just. Can I get one of those? I want one of those.
Can I cut off your hand?
We'd have to chop up
Can you
your
give me one of
hand,
those?
Flynn.
Yeah, sacrifices can be made.
By the way,
No.
Ender, we'll need to talk about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rules
yeah.
for that, because I need to add that to the prosthetics. Not about, the mechanics of it, just like, I need to add it to the rules.
Does that ever come out on accident?
No, I maintain it well.
Can I push it?
No.
Milk?
No.
No.
Flynn, you are exhausting.
Tell
We've
me.
been sort
Does
of
he like this
repacking her bags and
Literally
getting
all the
everything
time.
situated, given how hectic everything has been.
Deeply tempted to just stick him in the
All
bag
right.
of holding and pull him out every 10 minutes.
So, anything else you guys are discussing with Grim, or just... Grim, are
Did
you
we know
curious
his
about
name?
No.
Yes.
No,
Did
I
we
don't...
say his name?
No.
No.
No,
So
okay.
there is...
Tobias said Grim.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your name is Grim.
Grimald.
Grimmel.
But yeah, most people call me Grim because Grimald is a little bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, no shit.
I can relate to that. I'm Teleman. Most people call me
Tell.
Tel.
Yeah.
I'm Myth Dolial.
Myth.
Flynn, nice to meet you. Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Fair enough.
Gonna drink my milk.
God, there's no good way to shorten that.
Oh.
Faye.
Yeah, rather not.
Fuck. Just don't talk to him.
Wow! We have a replacement for bashing on Tavern, and it's Tal!
Tel is deeply exhausted.
What did I do to you?
You exhaust me.
That's
Nakane.
my job.
I'm not going to call you Neck because that's weird.
Thank you.
A complete 180 in character.
I know. I was like, oh no, he's
Nick
coming
him.
up with nicknames now.
What's my nickname?
Your
Dickhead.
name is short enough already. Dickhead is a good one.
I get
Idiot.
it. I get it.
Also good.
I'm gonna call you Knife Hand.
No.
It's
Knife
great.
Hand. It's like a superhero name.
No.
How would you like to be
How's
called
this-
Scarthroat?
Scarthroat. Oh, that sounds badass. Can I run a cocaine underground? Taser.
Good job. Your plan
I
backfired.
did.
I was gonna have him sit here and drink milk.
So, what are exactly your combat capabilities?
I'm a witch. It's a type of magic user.
Okay.
Some magic, mostly the hammer.
I could probably turn someone into a tree.
He's a druid.
You could have just said that.
I just drink milk. Okay.
Magic is
Exhausting!
less suited for combat, but I'm a bard.
Got it. Well, I pretty much just hit things with sword, so.
High five.
We need one of
Oh,
those.
that's sorry.
You'll
Another
notice
one of
that
those.
he doesn't actually have a sword anywhere visible.
Not surprised.
So your
The sword is
dagger.
Back to dicks.
Never mind. I'm just not gonna.
Having a flashback to an NSP song.
No, he kind of pats around. He pulls out. Currently, it's just the hilt of a long sword.
Okay.
Unicorn wizard?
Does it extend?
He presses a button on the side of it, and a shimmering blade of radiant light appears out of the end of the hilt.
Well, you're just all about that, aren't
Why'd you give him a lightsaber?
I didn't! This was the starting magic equipment!
Oh, was it flame tongue?
No.
Sunblade.
Some,
It's like that one
flame
item
tongue
that you
isn't
can get in Dragon
retractable.
Age
yeah, you're right.
that you can give to Solus for some reason. It's super weird.
Oh, that's a two-handed thing?
Yeah, well, no, it's not two-handed, but it's like instead of him carrying a staff, it's like the hilt of a sword,
And then it
but
glows.
it's a glowing magic blade.
There's a
that he
two-handed
can
one
use
you-
for some reason.
There's a two-handed one you can get as well.
God, it's
All right,
weird.
so so you show off the sun blade.
An interesting blade.
Yeah, I quite like it. He puts it back.
Well, I'd hope you like it because it's your weapon.
Do you like dual wield then?
No, I use the shield.
Backup weapon.
Wow.
He kind of like pulls it out. You can see like the back of it specially designed so that instead of like holding the other strap, it like tightens to his arm.
I might stop being ace.
Oh my god!
I do say that out loud.
Congratulations.
I'm married, sorry.
Two.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, you're on
You're a trill. We have 17 adopted children.
Oh, fuck, did we just
I got all the way to this point without Jake asking any of Grimm's backstory.
You made a mistake.
I was more concerned about getting the actual character stats.
I'm married to who?
Yes, if you're watching, guess who's now in my world?
Oh no, why would you do that to her?
Why would you bring her in
Why
this
would
way?
you put Yaz into this horrible situation?
She is now a potential victim.
Especially because you're an adventurer and you said my wife.
Yeah, if you don't die, she's gonna die. You gotta take the bullet.
She now has a chronic disease. It's called Adventurer's Family Syndrome.
Yeah, sorry, you're just gonna need to
also
take the
build
bullet
that
because, sorry, we love Yaz more.
That's fair.
We don't even know that she's existing, but we already love her more than him.
That's fair.
Is she in the Southern Sphere, perchance?
I don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm
She's probably in the City of Gold, knowing her.
just
Yeah.
wondering.
That's her hustle.
I was just wondering how
Adopting
available you are.
all of the orphans she finds on the street.
Yes.
Every last one of them.
Karen somehow magically winds up with yes.
My only luck was just that she was too young to be adopting me because I'm older than her.
So,
That wouldn't stop her.
alright, so you were just mentioning about... Right, Flynn possibly no longer being ace.
I was joking, but it did feel a little bit. Something hasn't felt.
It was less the validity of what you said and more of let's get back to that thought
Right.
and continue the conversation from there.
The look of abstract horror on Grimm's face, you mean?
Well, that was the, I have a wife. Who is it? No, you see her trail.
Okay.
No names to you, fucks. I don't want you finding me after we're done working together.
Why
It's
not?
fair. We get ourselves into a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Elduin.
Like what?
Who?
Elduin.
On the bright side.
Staring straight at Del when I say that.
Myth was going
He is
to
a dumb shit.
trigger her glamored clothing
Mm-hmm.
to give herself a set of like thin leather
This
gloves.
isn't fun.
Okay.
Because in hindsight, she does not know this man, and she does have scales.
That's fair.
That's
By a lot, actually.
And she's gonna
Literally.
loosen her hair down a little bit.
Okay.
That he misses Eldon already.
Yeah, she's
The
just
other
gonna
two
loosen her
are
hair down a
so
little bit.
Alright. So thin gloves and now
Her hair's in less up.
okay. Is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss? Anything you guys wanted to do before taking off into the wild blue yonder?
I think
Go get my horse.
Okay.
Of course.
That horse.
Not for long, you don't. It's gonna get nighttime madness.
Start eating you.
There is a distinct possibility, but it's a roll of a die.
Isn't the horn.
So
is-
generally, so this is also common knowledge. Generally, creatures that are exposed to light during nighttime have a far less chance of getting nighttime madness.
So you keep your fire high all night.
right next to the horses pulling the caravan.
Yeah, or you keep magic glowstones in all of your stables, all of where all your farm animals are at night.
And whoever is on watch probably just sits next to the animal with like a torch or something.
Yeah, anything. So it doesn't remove it, but it decreases the likeliness of nighttime madness to occur. All right, so you get your horse. Do you want to describe your horse?
It's a horse.
Nice.
I feel like Bailey's dying inside for that.
What kind of horse?
Is it a
It's
nice
a horse.
What color is it?
It's a big horse.
Is it a nice
It's not a color.
Does it have feathering?
Oh, what?
Is it like a draft horse with the feathering on the hooves? Like,
It's a war horse.
Is it a nice horse?
is its mane braided?
Dude, I literally just bought this thing like 20 minutes ago. Back off my dick.
How big is it, by the way? No, we're not getting into that.
Why not?
I mean, you can roll it. Don't tell me. All right. So, it's about noon. And Tobias basically announces to everybody we're moving out. There's about 3 covered wagons. And for the most part, you guys seem to be the only guards of this wagon, of this group of wagons. Apparently, the trip to Riverton is not...
Popular?
Yeah. There's not a lot of people just jumping on the opportunity to go to
On
Riverton.
the bright side, there's probably not really a chance of highwaymen either, because really, do you want to be in the wilderness between Riverton and...
That is true.
Very good.
Highwaymen are far less likely.
Yeah.
All right, so...
That's a special kind of desperate to be a highwayman on the way to Riverton.
You have to live in Rivertown.
Even then, you might not be. All right. So you guys take off roughly northeast. And the path is fairly wooded. How are you guys going about? Are you guys riding on one of the caravans? Are you guys walking?
I get bored, so I start running alongside it.
Okay.
I should probably walk for a while and then rest. And...
So it's at a slow enough pace that, I mean, a lot of the hands are kind of just walking alongside.
Yep, same.
Can I run ahead?
I mean, absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
What is there anything you're attempting to do, or are you just running ahead to?
Checking out the sights.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Watch him actually save us from something.
I will defend.
Not with that score.
I'm keeping it too, even though I'm inspiration. So for
I saved mine too.
8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The birds are fairly active. It's a bright, sunny day. Well, actually, sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. It is starting to get a little bit cloudy. It looks like a storm is starting to roll in. For the most part, there are some birds chirping. There's not a lot of activity in the forest that you can see immediately.
Right.
You're guessing that your presence or the fact that it's along the road may deter some creatures from, coming out to it.
Right.
Especially with a caravan behind you that you can easily hear from where you are. The clomping of hooves and the sound of wheels on this dirt path.
Yeah, I only run far enough that it's starting to get faint, and then I just stop and wait.
Okay.
And then keep doing that.
Yeah, and as you guys get further into the evening, the clouds are starting to roll in. You guys hear thunder, and at probably about 6 o'clock, it starts raining. And you hear Tobias. You kind of hear Tobias. Grim. Actually, he's gonna say to you, "Oh, thank goodness it's raining. It'll keep our cover."
He just kind of nods to him, pulls his hood up on his cloak, and just keeps on plodding along.
All right. You guys are walking along. Tell, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Do you need a dex tray?
I failed.
So, first off, you do have 4 Twitch inspiration.
Yeah.
And
You
normal
also have
inspiration.
well, she has to use the Twitch.
Do I use
They have
Twitch
to use the
inspiration first?
Yes, Twitch inspiration first because that is persistent.
Holy crap.
That's better. That is a...
I'll let you design the horse later, since you're so assistant.
Listen, I just need people
Is
to
it a
have
dex
horses
save?
that
Yes.
make sense.
It's a horse
Nice, pretty horse.
with legs, even.
Nice.
4 of them?
19?
4 legs.
So
And a
tell, you feel the hair on the back of your neck stand on end. And you've felt this at least once before, and instinctively you kind of take a leap backwards as a bolt of lightning comes from the sky and strikes right in front of you. And as this blinding light dims down, you see a javelin sticking out of the ground in front of you. A lot of the people just got spooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the horses are.
Something's
gonna
wrong.
Be really fun.
That's understandable.
Something is wrong. Something is very wrong.
Fuckery about.
Grim comes, because he was probably at the front, he comes riding back with the sunblade out and he goes, "Did you do that?"
A bolt of lightning did that.
Javelin did that.
And the lightning javelin did that.
Would I have ever encountered any of these before?
You definitely haven't encountered this in, nature. And without having seen it, you probably are not positive what it is.
Okay. Looks like a javelin.
Yes, and it was stabbed there by a bolt of lightning.
That's terrifying.
I thought
I'm
so
more
too.
curious than cautious. I'm gonna touch it.
Nothing happens. You touch it and...
I just realized you guys lost identify when Eldon left.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, if Alduin were here, he'd be able to tell us what this was, but she kind of
Javelin to me.
tests to see if it's easy to break like a regular javelin.
Yeah, absolutely not. This is a sturdy weapon.
Whatever it is, it's pretty sturdy.
Where did it come from?
The sky, obviously.
The boy. Well, yes, but the sky didn't hurl a javelin at me.
I mean, that was pretty straight.
Something hurled a javelin at
That
me
was
from
pretty
the sky.
straight down, so...
Congratulations, tell it's yours.
I don't want a
I'm
javelin.
going
I have a
to
glaive.
kind of turn a bit so that it's on the sly and
Oh, sorry.
is it just ozone? Does it smell like anything?
Yeah, you kind of get the sense of ozone. Like, even licking it, you kind of almost... It's not like a very big shock, but you almost get like that tingling sensation.
Like licking a 9-volt.
Tasty.
I've never done that.
Really?
Sorry, I'm utilizing smelling with mouth.
Son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to do that at
Yeah,
some point.
you are.
Like a 9-volt?
Yes.
It's not that bad.
Nakane?
I mean, I guess I'll hang on to it.
It's Tel's magic item.
But Tell was just like, I don't want that.
You know what? I'm gonna have to reword the gifting magic items. It's just gonna have to be, to a player, not specified.
God.
Son of a bitch.
It can be
Special javelin.
it can be designed to go
Well-
towards a player, but doesn't mean they'll get it.
Can I look at it
Just the look on Jake's face, he's like, God damn.
and see if there's magic in it? From with like an Arcana check or something?
I will let you roll an Arcana check to be able to look at the weapon and see if there's anything on it that would give away that it's
Denote.
magic.
Okay.
However, I can't tell you that it's magic without a detect magic spell.
Okay, fair enough.
Because you could easily be deceived, like someone could falsify a magic item, and with an Arcana check, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Jesus
Are you
Christ.
kidding me?
What the fuck? I rolled 2 7s. And I'm not allowed to roll anymore, right? It's just the one? Inspiration that I
Yeah,
can use?
inspiration, I've only been letting one happen.
Okay.
It only stacks with her because of lucky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or advantage.
Yes,
Roll 2
advantage
fucking
doesn't...
Yeah.
I've just been doing it that way because...
It's a 12.
Jake, I appreciate that you were letting us roleplay it, but if it's a magic item intended for a player, let us know.
At this point, it's going to have to kind of be a... As people get more and more magic items, it's going to be harder and harder for me to directly give you a magic
Yeah,
item.
that makes sense.
So
Do I see anything with my 12?
You do notice at least like some inscriptions on it that do signify that it might be magical.
Okay.
But again, it's...
I mean, will you actually ever use that? I am at least more proficient with No long weapons.
You take that. I'm better with smashy things.
Didn't you
He's
throw
gonna
those?
put it in his throat.
Grim, you've never seen this before.
The throat of
So
holding.
he just kind of like, well, and he just kind of slides it in.
It's like sword
That's where I keep my
swallowing, but
weapons.
you can keep it there.
It's like a bag of
Doesn't
holding.
seem healthy. But
like
what can I say? I don't have a hand. He puts his sword away.
And the other magic weird, nothing.
Yeah.
It's like a bag of
he
holding.
literally just keeps it in his pocket.
Yeah. He's very funny. It's like a bag of holding, but in a tattoo.
That's terrifying.
Uh-huh.
That makes me uncomfortable.
What? How? What all do you keep in there?
Oh, lots of stuff. I have a glaive. Now I have a javelin.
I can't imagine he does this motion like that doesn't sound.
he like
You see him do that motion, but you should remember that he doesn't have one
yeah.
hand.
So he's like without the other things. Yeah. Tell demonstrates and like reaches up, summons his glaive, and sort of like yanks it out.
Yanks it.
And he lets it like kind of slide.
I'd
in
much
his-
rather just keep it on my back.
That's what I do with
It's
mine.
more intimidating.
Yeah,
Somebody's,
that's absolute.
I'm used to traveling by myself. If I'm approached by bandits or anyone else, it usually just chases them off.
Yeah, imagine.
That's fair. I mean, if I saw someone pull a glaive out of their throat, I'd probably run.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I didn't run. Question my
You
intelligence.
expected it.
You got some problems, man.
Well, you
the
technically
wife
saw
was
me
right.
put something in my throat.
Oh, that yeah.
So
You saw it coming. If it was surprise, then surprise throat glaive?
Now you have hands-on experience.
Out of character. Thanks for giving him a hand on that understanding.
I just did it too. God damn it. Tell him, put his glaive back in his throat.
I love the
Yeah,
word.
there's definitely some hands that are like,
Yeah.
This is completely normal for us, gentlemen.
alright, so,
It's part of my aesthetic.
They need two
That's how you
weird
know we're
peekins,
professionals.
and that's the weirdest
And that's
thing.
the weird
That's
thing.
the weirdest thing.
It's
Yeah,
really,
no.
it's
so
confusing
to identify it, you'll need to take a short rest to
Right.
be able to meditate with it. It'll basically be the same as identify. However, if it's an attuned magic item, doing that will attune you to it.
Okay.
It and all its
I think I
curses.
have a.
Yes. And that's the point.
Really hoping that we have at least a couple of these days to rest so I can actually restore my magic.
What's magic?
I tried really hard on those damn horns.
Sword hand.
I'm pissed.
These swords are so fucking hard to draw.
Alright.
Why'd you do that to us?
So,
It's okay.
you guys continue on. It is downpouring, I should note. So, are any of you covering up? Are you...
What?
I'm gonna strip so my clothes don't get wet.
I mean, I'd probably just pull up my hood.
Okay.
Most of my stuff's in a bag of holding, so.
Nakane's just getting wet. Shouldn't
You
care.
have a cloak of protection, don't you?
Yeah. Doesn't really help with the weather.
It should have a hood on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So she'd pull that up. It's a little difficult. It's made for people not with horns.
And most magical items are
Can't wear a fucking
weather
hood.
resistant.
More or less, yeah.
I have a robe of eyes,
Well, that's nice with my glamored clothing then.
which I feel like it should be a thing that gets put on because I
was gonna say, have you actually pulled that out yet? Because
he has it on.
I was gonna say because before, when you were in the Serpent Strip, we had all of your stuff in your throat. So I wasn't sure if you had pulled that out yet and put it on.
Oh yeah, he normally wears it.
Okay.
I feel like his big. I know that there's like a specific aesthetic to it, but I feel like his big furry cloak thing is his robe of ice. He's got neat
That works.
stuff on it.
You can. I'm gonna say for the
Wingset,
for the sake of artistic merit, you can have it so the eyes just shut and they disappear, and then when you need the eyes active, they all just
That's a terrifying thought.
open up.
Yeah, right?
Because suddenly the cloak is just looking in every direction.
Yeah, there's some people that are definitely spooked by it. There's a lot of people that seem to be maybe going to the other side of caravans from all of you.
They're gonna go stand with me.
Yeah. Well, the robe it gives you advantage on all perception checks that rely on sight, and I can see invisible stuff and into the ethereal plane for 120 feet.
Ooh, that's good to know. I'm going to need.
I keep forgetting that I have it.
I need to actually print out the magic
The-
item cards for the
yeah.
remainder of your stuff.
For my other stuff.
Good news, I have a whole battalion of new items.
My ring of water walking.
Great!
Because I bought a bunch of the common ones from Xanathar's too.
But if I print them out, that's the only time I have to print them if Graham leaves.
That means I just need to send you a list of the items I've got on Discord.
That would be nice. Anyway, so...
I also still have the staff of warning that warns me of danger too.
Okay.
Keep
My
forgetting
eyes are
about that.
technically never closed.
Which
Oh yeah, that sounds really
My
fucking
eyes
useful.
Are technically never
Yeah.
closed.
Alright. So,
Which I'm just tapping. I forgot about that.
okay.
Every time he comes to a stop, he
Just tap on this.
Alright, so, you guys continue along for a while. It continues to downpour for a majority of the trip. I'm going to need Flynn and Nakane to make Constitution saving throws.
Would you say that it's a storm cloud above us?
Oh wait, no, because you have your Cloak of Protection.
Yeah.
Never mind, so it's just Flynn.
Yeah.
Say that?
Would you count that as a storm cloud above us?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, a bolt of lightning came down from the sky and struck in front of Tal.
That was also
19.
cool.
19? Okay, so you're not going to suffer from hypothermia.
Sick.
No, not sick.
Not
I
sick.
feel
I
like-
love when it happens.
Oh, because he's not from up here and he's not used to it?
Because he's completely soaked and it's spring still.
Is it because I have a cloak?
Well, he decided to
I'm
strip.
not
Oh, yeah.
suffering from hypothermia, and I'm
Cloak.
not used to this weather
Cloak.
here.
You're just cold.
And Tell wears 10 layers.
I'm wearing an owlbear.
To warm up, because we're in the going through a forest, aren't we?
Yes.
What's
But
that?
you guys are moving along.
I said to go to the nearest, like right by the tree line, and just start going from tree to tree.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of hide
you're
yourself
gonna
from the
Naruto
wind.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the move speed for it, and
He
that's what's
does.
terrifying.
He's
Okay.
going to be running in that same style though with his arms back and everything.
give me a. I'm gonna have this be an acrobatics check.
Yay.
At disadvantage.
Oh fuck. Is it because I'm cold?
Well, you'll find out.
Okay.
Because you ain't wearing shoes.
You missed the dice tray.
Well,
That's a
the
fucking-
lower one was the one that stayed in the tray.
Acrobatics. I'm proficient in that. So 12. 15, 21.
21. So you are jumping from tree to tree for a while, and all of a sudden, as you are jumping from tree to tree, you feel like you get caught, and you're in suspension. You're looking around. What is going on? And you look up and you see this massive spider.
Yes.
Crawling down this web.
Is this who I think it is?
And
Shelob.
as it gets up to you, you see its fangs right above your face, and it goes to strike at you, and you blink, and you find yourself on the ground, looking around.
What the fuck is going on with you?
What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on with you?
I'm gonna scream that.
With a 20 passive perception, do I hear
You
him
all can hear
screaming?
it. you all can hear it. I'm not going to deny
I'm gonna
it.
sprint off that
I look
way.
at the nearest tree. I'm like,
I'm real. It's real.
what the hell?
I'm so glad that I just went, well, he's fine.
Yep. The guy went
I want to go back to the out of the tree line.
Am I the only one that cares about Flynn in some remote regard?
I care about him, but what is happening right now doesn't say he's in danger. It says he's confused, which is most of the time.
He
So,
screamed.
yeah, he
Doesn't
said,
normally
what the
scream."
hell is going on? Not, ah!
I thought we just heard the
And he's
scream.
also running around naked.
Is he running around naked?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
buck naked.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm not going to look.
Yeah.
You're fine.
He said it, that's why I made him roll a Constitution save, to see if he was going to start suffering from
Knowing him, he
hypothermia.
found a nice looking hole in a tree, and that's why he's screaming.
That's you.
No.
Yeah, dolphin boy.
All right, so
It's been a while.
all right, so you guys continue along for a while. The rain does start to slowly die down, and as night begins to fall, Tobias calls a halt to the camp, or halt to the caravan to start setting up camp. You can tell that Tobias is a little bit nervous because they haven't made it to
checkpoint?
They haven't made it to one of the checkpoints. But pushing further, he is worried that everyone is going to start getting more exhausted. So
Plus, if one of the horses.
yes. And so he's going to call for camp to be set up. Anybody who has magic, he offers set up any protections, anything to warn us about incoming threats, anything you can help to keep this caravan safe through the next 8 hours.
I can make daylight, but that's daylight.
Where is the actual camp part being set?
They are basically setting up. They're setting
Just
up
around the fire.
Yeah, they're setting up a fire, sort of in the middle of the road. It's kind of off to the side of the road,
Okay.
which is fairly common because you don't want to venture off into the forest.
Okay.
No, I can't cast that in a long.
Anything 30 feet from me can't be surprised. That's part of it.
Okay, that's
That's all I got magic wise.
Where is our most like vulnerable position? Like, are there trees only on one side?
no. There are trees on both sides of the road.
Okay, I'm going to spend a load of spell points, and set up several glyphs of warding
All right.
around the camp. I wish I'm starting to regret choosing this version of the class.
Do you want me to make a 60... Basically, a point would be like daylight for a considerable distance. 60
For
feet.
how long?
Please warn me
I
first.
can do that every hour for a while.
That is entirely up to you because it's your spell points. I am the DM.
I need to
You
figure
tell
out
me
spell.
what you want to do, and
No, I was talking to the caravan guy.
oh, the caravan guy.
Yeah.
Daylight would be nice, but that doesn't stop things
If I could
outside.
extend the time of that'd be great.
It would be useful for keeping the horses calm, but it does not
Oh,
guarantee
that's true.
outside that range from going mad. And once they go mad, it doesn't really matter what state they're in. Not until the sun actually comes up.
Oh. Okay. Never mind, that's a lot less useful than I thought it was. I thought it'd be like, oh, I can locate plants or animals and plants within 5 miles, and then it's actually any specific kind of animal or plant. I'm not going to do that multiple times. I could do that multiple. No.
Yeah, I'm
So what do the glyphs of warding do?
So the glyphs of warding, I get to choose. It takes me a while to cast them, so it's probably going to be several hours until setting up.
Well, the camp is also working on setting
Right.
up, getting the caravans.
So
in
he'll
place.
just do that sort of as they go, but it's. I set them on the ground. Once they're cast, they're invisible. I get to choose what triggers it. It would probably be anything not friendly stepping on it.
Okay. Anything that is considered hostile towards the group.
Yes. And I can either make them explosive or can store a spell in them. I'm probably just going to make them explosive.
All right.
When triggered, it'll erupt with magical energy in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the glyph. So I'll probably put them a ways out, so if they do get triggered,
All right.
they won't hurt anyone in the
So
area.
you're setting up how many of them? 3? 2?
Well, they're 10 feet. They're about 10 feet around. It's a 10-foot radius is the actual glyph size.
Yeah. So to give an idea of how they set up the camp, they set up a large fire in the center, and then they put the 3 wagons around it.
Okay.
To keep the horses kind of in
Range of the light.
in the range of the campfire.
Okay. So we'll do.
And this is kind of done just in the middle of the road.
Okay. We'll do 4, I think.
All right.
To try to cover as much ground as possible so that the space between them is as small as I can get it.
All right. So I'm just trying to get an idea of where all these are going to be placed. So you have 4 of them. And just to give a very general idea, for the most part, it's a straight road with forests on either side.
Yep.
The caravan's going to be basically taking up the
A
road.
circle.
Yes, a circle that is almost the width of the road.
Okay.
There's a little bit of leeway on either side. trees are varied. I'll probably say that if you wanted to kind of go into the tree line, you could set them in there. But again, where are you placing them in?
I'm gonna put them in, like, trying to make sort of a circle almost around the camp.
Okay, so...
Right.
are
So,
you-
like, I'll put one sort of, like, if...
So, here, if the road
Yeah.
is like this, you're gonna put them like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of like that.
If you could show the camera just so everybody watching can...
I'm gonna do a thing on top of that.
That,
Tilt?
Yep, that's not gonna work.
Yep.
Show it to that one, maybe?
Yeah, that works.
Alright,
A
so
little better.
doing another spell on top of that, in terms of, it would not directly on top of that, but the area of effect would cover that in terms of plants growing. That wouldn't disrupt that, would it?
No.
Great.
Because it's any creature that's considered hostile towards you.
As long as whenever they enter into the space of the...
I can make
glyph.
all normal plants in a 100-foot radius overgrown, which makes everything trying to move through that 100-foot radius, it's difficult to
Harder.
basically.
Yep.
So I was going to do that around the camp as well.
Mhm.
2 or 3 times, or how many times do I need to do that to more or less get around?
You said 100
Yes.
100-foot radius?
Yes.
You could do that once.
I'm not trying to do it in the
Wow.
camp itself.
Oh, okay, so you're trying to go
Well,
out.
there's not any plants to overgrow.
Oh yeah,
the
but
road.
not any
Yeah.
plants on the road. Okay, so I can do that.
So
Unless
you-
there's weeds in the road.
Probably a few, but like,
Not enough to
That's
worry
not gonna
about.
be-
yeah, it's a bigger weed.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just do that and 100-foot radius around the thing, and now everything that goes out off the road has slower movement.
Alright. Which, for the most part, Tobias's fear is things coming from the forest.
Which isn't going to affect Flynn at all.
Now,
Difficult terrain.
in
Oh, yeah, no.
Myth's travels and learning for the Heartlands,
Mm.
would seeming have ever been an effective way to deter creatures that are affected by that, or would even making
So,
those at the camp appear as a large predator, for example, would that be enough to dissuade them?
when you say, so how long does seeming last?
8 hours.
Okay. So, seeming works when you portray everybody as natural objects. Or like plants. Plants, fallen logs, stones. Having everyone appear as predators does nothing.
Okay.
Because these creatures literally gain a madness that they will throw themselves at anything that is nearby.
Okay, so she would know that
Yes, you would
once
know that.
people are kind of in, we've got some boulders and the like that are
Yes.
chilling in this camp.
Yeah, that is more likely what you would be using seeming for,
Okay.
just from your experience.
Okay. She's gonna kind of give everybody a heads up that when everybody's in for the night, it's going to look a little bit strange. And kind of describe the effects of seeming
All right.
and what people can expect from that, but kind of her own experience using it.
Okay. So you guys get all of this set up. Tobias calls upon one of the work hands to bring out some of the food and to start preparing a dinner for the caravan for the night. So is there anything you guys want to talk about while dinner's getting set up, or
Or a
anything
nice
you want
looking
to
boulder.
anything you want to do before the night's over, or before you guys go to bed?
No.
Basically.
I want to do something reasonable for once. I want to go over to Tobias, and hey, so you've done this trip plenty of times, right? Or enough?
I've done this trip about 2 or 3 times now.
Has there ever been creatures that, or somebody willing to cast illusions on you, or want to try to fuck with you as you're going about your trail?
From my experience, no, it's usually animals that you would normally think is harmless, just going crazy.
It's just
and,
rabid animals attacking you.
um,
But they stay
however-
there after they are attacking you, right?
However, there are hell claws, which, if you do not dispatch of some of these wild animals earlier, the hell claws will pick up on the scent and descend upon the camp. and that is incredibly dangerous. And it was the only time I've experienced it was it was a close call. I had several. Actually, now that I think about it, I made the trip about a month ago. There was an individual traveling with us. He had access to some magic that was very useful.
Much like the party, huh?
Yes, I will say magic users are quite useful on these trips. But this individual was quite unique. He was a dragonborn. Scales of brilliant colors.
Like rainbow colors, perchance.
That would be accurate. Yes.
Sounds like Aberline.
What was he able to do?
He was able to almost charm the Hellclaws. It was interesting.
Make them friendly.
To a degree, yes, but it lasted only so long.
Enough for you guys to get out of Dodge.
Well, realistically, what we did is we surrounded them and then...
Beat them to a pulp.
Yes, while they were temporarily subdued.
Interesting.
But that was truly the only reason we survived.
This is as this rainbow scale dragonborn was heading to Rivertown?
Yes, he was...
Did he ever say why he was heading to Rivertown?
No, he never said.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna head over to Farron. Farron? Are you drugging me?
No.
Why do I keep seeing illusions then? I'm pretty sure they're illusions. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Maybe you should
Right.
stop wandering off.
The last time I drugged you was at the party in the house.
The last time I drugged you.
But that was fun. This is getting annoying.
I haven't drugged you since then.
I'll tell you the story.
I don't know. Did you smoke in the tavern?
Just like...
That.
In Krugershire?
Not really. Not enough that I think.
No. And plus, that doesn't give you hallucinations.
At first I thought I didn't, but then I saw a giant shark as I was swimming.
Shark.
I don't know what shark is.
I'm assuming you don't know what shark is.
I don't know what shark is. I saw a giant
Not
fish as I
really.
was swimming that just wrapped itself around me and then disappeared.
Like, wrapped itself wasn't like a snake would constrict you, or?
Around me.
Oh, like a...
And then as I go to punch it, it disappears.
Uh-huh.
And then just earlier, I saw a giant spider just about to latch on me. About to punch it, disappears. And I want a new fucking
That
pet.
scared the crap out of me.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm like,
That was much louder than I thought it was about to be when I was watching your hand move.
Right. So, both of those times have happened when you're nowhere near us. You know what that probably means?
I should explore more.
No.
Less.
You explore... Yes, less. Or take someone with you, so when you next hallucinate, they can be there to tell you if it is actually a hallucination.
How far of a range is your weapon of warning?
30 feet.
30 feet?
It's not much more.
Yeah. It's a staff. What, give it credit.
Okay.
I'll give you
It is beginning to get darker. And
I would also mention the rainbow dragonborn to him.
well, yeah, go ahead and continue that.
Also, Tobias said he had a nice trick with that rainbow dragonborn he spent all day latched onto.
you mean stalking?
Stalking, yeah. That he actually was able to pull off some really cool shit
Not surprised.
as he's heading to Rivertown for whatever reason.
Not surprised.
Really?
Okay.
Oh! Jake, that scared me.
Good, because that's what all of you hear.
Ooh.
See, I mean,
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to leave it open for a little while for questions. And so my first question for all of you was, how did you enjoy tonight's session? I know, kind of an abrupt stop, but that's how some of this happens. I love the look Nin's giving me, like, you mother.
No, because I had to ask you more about the Fae, and now suddenly things are making a hell of a lot more sense. And everyone's like, why would you stalk him? And then now they know more about the Fae. I've got even more reason to have stalked that motherfucker.
Oh, like the Fae in his world?
Yes.
I want to know more about the Fae.
And something that druids know about them.
I just enjoy my little doodle.
So the story of that was, if I remember, that was during Journey to the City of Glass.
Myth casted seeming on all of us to make us look like shipwreckage.
There were crystal golems that were,
Okay.
Trying to give us the
you know, Attack on Titan size
I'll
compared to
post
us.
the doodle in the Discord so everybody can see it. But Bailey, feel free to tell the story. Like,
And Myth kind of went. It was like, nope, everybody's ship pieces now. And the golems kind of came and were like,
What the?
and then just kind of trundled off.
And went about their day.
Except for when a party member got the great idea that we needed to fight. We needed to fight them.
Which one was that?
Maury?
Oh, right, yeah. And then I helped after, he started fighting.
Popo helped Myth escape.
yeah.
I thought it was funny that after a while, Maury did eventually defeat one.
No. I helped. Most of that with the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
dogs.
So you helped, but he was there, and he was, throwing shit at it as well. And then after it died, 12 more of them came out from the surrounding area. And finally he was like,
We gotta go.
I'm leaving!
Yeah, by the point that happened, damn near everybody else in the party had already retreated, located all of the injured people that had originally fled, and met up with them in a different building to hole up in.
Inspiration dice.
Yes.
I'm missing 3.
So the little doodle is a piece of wood with like stick arms and stick legs, and he's just like fleeing while screaming. So it was the best mental image for me to like picture suddenly like all these like pieces of shipwreck just be like, ah! Obviously they're really people, but because of how the spell works, it just looks like nothing.
So I know I promised this, because we are getting into the next major arc of this story. The next arc of the story is called A Children's Fairy Tale.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, yeah.
I had this distinct feeling that Tell is going to be deeply uncomfortable.
You want to know what he was telling you about last time,
It's
Donna?
probably dramatized.
He told me
For
that
once,
name
Nakane will be the one to be
sometime last week.
Shush,
Yeah,
tall
she might have
friend.
to.
But yeah, so are there any other questions about tonight's session?
Is it ever going to not be a horror story when it comes to River Tavern?
No.
I
No.
figured as much.
No.
I
It's
love
River
it.
Tan,
Yeah.
not
well,
River Heavy Dreams.
But they live there.
What about River
I can't
Pale?
not look at this and not giggle.
And I just like the
Well,
cutest
River
voice
Pale.
too.
It's not tan, it's pale.
It's not River Pale either.
Do we have any questions from chat?
Do we
Nope.
have any questions, folks?
I'm just asking because I can't actually read chat.
Do I get to know
Brave
what
the
my
snowy
the
wilderness.
insanity thing is? No.
Even though she like,
I mean, I think I figured it out.
I think I can
I
guess.
think you might be hallucinating.
Yes.
But
what
as a
is
Nakane friend, you do not have
Yas's
to
only
do
remark
this.
is
She's like, no, I
that she
must
said
comfort
she was
us.
grim.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get more grim.
Yeah, because, you're married to him.
Yeah, Vox, if it's treacherous out there, just come back.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I drove home in that like crazy ass blizzard that one time. Took me forever, but it's fine.
We still want you to be safe.
Yeah.
So
And I'm in Shane's car, which is a lot safer than mine in the snow.
Yeah, we would prefer it if you didn't crash and die.
because
That was weird.
we don't want
Right into the microphone.
we don't want you to disappear. We don't want to tell to disappear.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, don't
Can't
do
get rid of that
what-
sweet boy.
No.
Don't do what another GM of mine did, which is get into a car crash which requires his jaw to be stitched.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to think about that.
And
Thanks for
the-
that image.
No,
The-
no
the-
more surgeries.
the
Because
little
then
bastard.
No more surgeries,
Please,
please
God.
God.
The little bastard
Because then-
didn't call off D&D until the day beforehand, where he's like, you know what, I really don't feel up to this. I was like, you don't say!
God.
Justice together. You
Um,
might be a bit out of it, yeah.
I will go over the coven with you,
okay.
just as because I have them all like written. We can figure out how exactly they fit.
Yes.
Because I have ideas for like We've
Oh, I can
talked
get
about it
behind that
for
team.
his world, and I have where they fit in my world, but I want to make sure that they fit.
We have a new team.
Oh,
Team Be Safe Fox.
Be safe, Fox. Thanks, guys. That's nice. It's just snowing apparently a lot outside. So.
I'm definitely going
I like
to
that
send
there's a
you
lot
that
of
list of
teams
stuff,
that-
and I should
Yeah.
give you the
Bring
fair
up
and
your-
stuff.
Brought up on the
Team
fly.
Void.
At least one of the fair,
Team Void
the
is
more
best
important
team,
fair and
let's
stuff.
be fair.
As
Cool.
in
I don't
the
know.
football
Team Be Safe Box.
Yeah,
relationship
yeah, that's
fair and stuff.
Team.
Is it?
Be
no,
safe.
but good.
Okay.
I like your bag.
Thanks.
Little hedge witches.
Oh,
My grandma got it for me while I was in the hospital.
Aww.
When-
And brought a bunch
um,
of little presents.
At some point, could you send me a list of the magic items that you have
Yes.
again? I need to.
I just figured out which ones are attuned and which ones aren't. How many
Okay.
attuned items are we supposed to have? 3? Okay,
Three.
I thought so.
And I will get you. Well, I mean, technically, you haven't had a rest with that item yet. But
Yeah.
I still need. To
I figure
print it out.
he'll do that as part of his
If it's in
like
there-
before going to bed. He'll pull it out.
Yeah, I was going to say, if
He's
it's in
very-
there, does it count as being attuned?
No,
no.
I have to study it.
No,
but-
because while it's in the throat pouch,
Yeah.
The throatal space.
it is in an extra dimensional space. It
Yes.
is not technically touching.
Tell us very
Hell's
worried
Throat is an
about.
extra dimensional space.
It's treated the same as a bag of holding.
Man, it's a good thing that wasn't an arrow of destruction.
That's how you kill Vox.
Is you
You fire an arrow of destruction.
And-
Well, I mean,
Ouch.
that kind of kills everybody. It's more like you just shove a bag of holding or a.
It's only a 10-foot radius.
I mean, yes, but an arrow of destruction will affect everyone the fucking same
No,
if
he's
they
meaning
get hit with
if
it.
it gets into the pouch.
Oh.
That is an extra dimensional space and an extra dimensional space.
Yes, but you can do that with a bag of holding or just
Yes.
normal.
You know what an arrow of destruction is, right?
No.
Our party didn't either.
It's a
Sounds like
item
pictures.
devised to. You know what happens if you put like a
Bag of
bag of
holding.
holding and another bag of holding?
No.
It sucks everything to the ethereal plane.
Oh.
Everything within 10 feet gets sucked to the ethereal plane.
Dang.
Guess what's in your throat?
A bag.
So,
of
for
Way to
instance,
go.
if Elwood were to walk up and shove a bag of holding in your throat,
I would go to the ethereal plane.
yes.
So would Elwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you want to know what this party did?
But there was a while back there was a thing that floated around a bunch of D&D groups where an engineer had devised a portable hole and a bag of holding on an arrow. So when it hit, it shoves the portable hole into the bag of holding.
Yikes.
And arrow of destruction. Because
It's an arrow of destruction because it sends
Ah.
everything within 10 feet to the ethereal
Ethereal
plane.
plane.
I actually gave it to one of my parties, and their immediate reaction was to put it in a bag of holding.
yeah,
They
no,
went,
'cause-
oh, we'll identify this later.
because me as the party ranger was not present for that session. And they were like, we'll just store it for him.
God.
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's very funny.
And we didn't want it to
Hey,
be broken.
That's
so.
the case with every magical item, though. You until you identify it, you have no idea what its properties are, and no idea how it interacts with the rest of the world.
I found out the bag of devouring and bag of holding can be inside each other.
I mean, yeah.
So, if there are no other questions, I'd like to raid someone once again.
Yeah, I've already got them pulled up.
Is it Maddie?
It sure fucking is.
I was gonna say, what?
Safe.
I was gonna say, is saving throw show back on? Because we haven't rated them.
They
in a
end
while.
at 2 a.m. They end at the same time we do.
Okay, then never mind.
So we end early for once.
I was trying to end early, but
Nakane's 12-inch dick
Alright,
happened.
we are gathering.
okay. So we are gonna go raid Matty Morgs. He is awesome. If you haven't followed one of our raids before, well, I mean,
He's really fun to sit and chat with.
He's just a really energetic guy.
I was sitting at work one night and I sat there for 4 hours and helped him create content through Twitch stream. It was actually a lot of fun.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic. But yeah, please make sure to tune in next week for episode 1 of A Children's Fairy Tale.
Great.
I hate you.
Bye.
Bye.
No, what happened is when he was talking to me about the Jordan stuff, he's like, if you promise not to tell anyone, I'll tell you the name for the next thing. And I was like, I promise. And then he said that, I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. And he's like,